Paramount is pleased to bring you our feature presentation. This movie is rated R. It contains some nudity, some violence, and mild language. Showtime suggests viewer discretion.
Hey, horror fans, it's William Butler from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3, Friday the 13th, Part 7, and the 1990 version of Night of the Living Dead. You're watching and drinking with your buddies, the Horrorholics. And I'm drinking with you.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another fabulous Saturday night with the Horrorholics. Hope you guys all had a great week, and you guys are excited for tonight's show. We are very excited to be back. I know every 2 weeks seems like such a long time every once in a while, but again, we will be sticking to this 2-week show schedule, so you can always expect one every 2 weeks. So we want to say we love you guys. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is episode 8 of the Horrorholics with the theme Klowns. So first, I want to start out and say hello, welcome. If you're new here, I know we were talking on my channel last night. We had some new people come over, and I see them in the chat now, so welcome. I'm Horror and Me, or Darren, whatever you are so inclined to call me. And we are followed up with Larry, the F.U.C. Larry, Craig, Uncaped Crusaders, and our producer, Graveyard Grog, Mr. Michael Morelli. So we want to say thank you guys for joining us. You guys want to go around and say what's up?
Yeah, I'll go. Hey, what's up, everybody? Larry, the F.U.C. Like Darren said, you can call me whatever you want. I call Darren a lot different names than what he told y'all. I don't call him Horror and Me or Darren, but that's, I guess, between us. Anyways, pumped for this show. So we'll see how it goes. Craig,
what is up? It is Craig, Uncaped Crusaders here. I'm gonna have a lot of fun tonight. Darren was just joking around with the whole PBR voice. We're going to have a lot of fun. Stay tuned.
That's right. All right, so there's a few things I want to get out of the way first for the show so everyone is aware. We have 2 giveaways tonight. We're happy to be sponsored again by our longtime sponsor, continued sponsor, Vintage Authentics. We have a really cool giveaway that you guys aren't going to want to miss. You're going to want to stick with us through the entire show, as there's many opportunities to win this item. Well, I'll let Grog talk about it here in a second. The other giveaway we're going to be doing again is we're going to be giving away the 4th rare copy of Circus of the Dead, signed by 6 cast members. It's the original release before they just got their distribution, so it is a collector's item, and it's going to be the last one. We may get more in the future, we don't know, but probably not these original releases. So we're excited about that. What else are we going to do tonight? Also, we always do something with our likes, right? Whenever we hit 10 likes, we do a chug. As well as every 10 likes that we hit tonight, there was going to be an extra wheel spin that gets put in place. So I'm going to turn it over to Grog here now so you can explain a little bit of what we're going to be doing with that tonight.
So every 10 likes are going to do another spin, what he just said.
Yes, I know, but do you want to explain the process?
Yeah, so basically, if you haven't seen it in the Facebook group, those of you who entered and are watching this show right now, the contest is for you guys who replied to that post. We ended up having 30 or 31 entries. One had to bow out, actually, as a friend of mine, because he had to work and he wouldn't be able to. So it's about 30 or 31 people. And we're going to do every 15 minutes or so, we're going to do a spin on the wheel. for each person who wins those spins, they're going to be put into the final spin later on, and once those people have been figured out who's going to be on there, then it's going to be a process of elimination. We're going to keep spinning, and each person that gets picked is going to be eliminated till there's one person left, and that one person is going to be the one who wins the mystery prize. So every 10 likes, not only do we do Chug, and we're going to be doing a Chug soon anyway because we're up to 13 likes, we're going to do an extra spin on the wheel. So I think we should just start with that. We should do a Chug and then a spin. What do you guys think?
I think that's great. The one thing I was just thinking about with the extra spin is, are we going to be adding a person, like with a question for that 10 like, to add it to that list of the people originally, or no, we're just going to keep it at that?
No, whoever entered the
original people.
Whoever entered the contest, those are the people who are going to be eligible for the spins. I'm not adding anyone in the show tonight. I've had it up for a couple of days now. People had a chance to reply, and I kept it going until this afternoon. So it's going to be one of those people who replied is going to be the winner tonight.
It's locked in. It's locked in.
So I think we should do the Chug and then the spin. What do you guys say?
So in keeping with tradition, every episode before we actually get into it and get started, we all do a Chug. So we love you guys. Thanks for joining us this Saturday night. Enjoy the show.
Score.
Zdravia.
Zdravi.
Live yet or what?
Okay, so guys, was that the intro Chug, and now we got to do the 10 like Chug?
Oh God, are we doing another one?
Another one? I just down one. I got to do another?
I think you do because...
well, we're doing one of those respectable shifts.
Well, we do the initial Chug, and now that this is going to be for our 10 likes. And then I'm going to do the spin.
Let's go, guys. All right, fuck it. Let's go.
Okay.
Everybody in the chat, appreciate y'all being here once again with us, and to many more of these.
Whoops, too many more.
Too many more.
MSC.
Woo!
Nice chugs.
Okay, so now that we got that out of the way for the 10 Chug, or the 10 like Chug, now we're going to do the spinning wheel. All right, so here we go. Let's see who we got for our first entry for tonight. Who is going to be our first winner?
Oh.
Are you fucking kidding me? A line. It went right on the fucking line.
So
You
we got
know,
there,
it looks like Daryl Spears though. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think that's on Daryl Spears?
I'm behind,
Chat's
so I can't see
gonna
it.
have to say it because we're delayed. You're the one who can see it in real time.
Yeah, you know what? I'm respinning. Sorry, Daryl.
Yeah, if it's around the line.
Sorry, Daryl. I'm respinning. I can't believe that. First spin ran the fucking line. There we go. Richard Saladana. Richard Saladana. So he is going to be first up for... Okay, so...
Congratulations.
Congratulations for maybe losing.
Yeah, so you will be put in the pot spin wheel at the end, towards the end of the episode, and find out the winner.
He's got to be in it to win it, so Reese's in it, right?
You got to be in it to win it. Yep, that's right.
And we're at 16 likes, so 4 more likes, we'll do another spin and another Chug. And in about a couple more minutes, we'll do another spin for the 15-minute time marker.
Yep.
Darren.
All right, so normally what we do as well, starting at the beginning of the episode, is we kind of talk about what we picked up this week or what we've watched, so that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and start.
Richard, if you are in chat, if you saw that spin, please let us know. You have 2 minutes to acknowledge that you got that spin.
All right, cool.
Okay, so let's start. Craig, you want to start? What you watched?
Okay, what we got, what we saw, I guess I'll try to do this quickly, although I got a couple cool things to talk about. I did pick up 2 autographs, and I do tend to border on more obscure stuff than the average bear. I got Daphne Zuniga signed Initiation, which was the first movie, and I got a Kirsty Swanson signed Deadly Friend, which I don't know if it was the first movie, but it's definitely the thing I liked her from first. As far as movies go, though, cool stuff. So a couple brand new films. One on Shudder is this movie called Host, which admittedly is a little bit of a bite off of what is it? Unfriended or Friend Request? Unfriended. Yeah, one of the two. But they shot it during COVID. They actually had the COVID masks on. Only an hour movie. It was, it was what you expect. It's cool. They did build suspense really well, but you can only do so much. Another movie I was very excited about that I think could have been really great, but it fell a little bit short, is Uncle Peckerhead, which was released by Dread Central, and it literally did. It had the potential to be a great film. Good cheesiness. A guy at midnight turns into a demon and does crazy shit, but it just fell a little bit shy. And then something I saw that isn't new, but it's new to me, is I rewatched Feast, and then I'm like, I never saw Feast 2. Let me give it a go. And I watched Feast 2, and Feast 2, from where Feast is to what Feast 2 becomes, like Feast 2 got midgets. It's got like a 2-minute bukkake scene, which I don't know about you. I don't expect a 2-minute monster bukkake scene. Not that it was a bad scene, pray tell, but it wasn't. No, it just came out of nowhere, kind of, because it was a dead bukkake scene, which is even stranger. And I haven't watched Feast 3 yet. I do have it queued. It's like all of them on YouTube if you haven't seen the trilogy. Feast 1 is actually fun. Feast 2 is just weird. But Feast 3, I don't know what to expect, but I'm looking forward to it. So
hey, well,
that's what I got.
A little bit about Feast 3. If you like pretty much just half the characters being naked the entire movie, and you'll love it.
Well, to what Larry just said, the reason they're naked, and I do like the continuity, because Feast 2 picked up right after Feast 1. So in Feast 2, the very hot biker chicks, for obvious reasons, had to take off their clothes so they could help with some apparatus. So they were naked. But by them getting naked, the one midget had to kill himself. So that's a weird trade-off, but since I wasn't the midget, I guess it was okay. But Feast 3, I'm hoping it's at least as weird as Feast 2, because
if you want weirdness, it takes it to a whole different level. Especially the ending. The ending, you'll be like, what the fuck? What? You'll be what the fuck in a good way, or like, what the fuck? That's how it ended? The trilogy? I'm in. Maybe I'll watch that tonight to finish it off. What about you, Larry? What have you seen? Hold on, Uncle Peckerhead. I saw Uncle Peckerhead. I saw it on, fucking some website to buy. And of course, so it catches your fucking eye, Uncle Peckerhead. So how was it? I mean, really, like, what was it actually about? Because how did that name fit with the actual movie, the title?
Oh, as far as you asking the question,
Yeah.
It literally was just the guy. It was basically a one-note joke, because the guy's like, "I'm Uncle Peckerhead." It's like, and the girl's like, "Peckerhead's not your name." He's like, "That's what my father always called me."
Okay.
And so they wound up calling him Uncle Peck the whole time. But the one-note joke.
I thought it was gonna be like some like weird like trauma type movie with the dude walking around with a dickhead.
No. It's better than Trauma, but it had potential to be really good. It just fell short. It's kind of like that extra.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead, Grog's respinning.
Okay, so Richard Saldanha did not reply, so unfortunately he is out. So we are going to do a replacement spin for that 10 like. So let's see who that winner is going to be. All right. All right, we have. Let's see what we got. Where's Saldana? Okay. All right, so the new winner for this one is going to be. We got Mickey Reed. Mickey Reed, are you in chat? You have a minute. What the fuck was that? What the hell?
Craig has people over his house. And
all right. So Mickey Reed, you have a minute. Okay. Now, with that being said, we're going to do another spin because we are at the 15-minute mark. So let's see what we got for that one. We got. I like this. We got Chris Red Robertson, Horror Digest.
Horror Digest.
We got Horror Digest.
Here's the thing is, if people aren't in the chat, I don't know what we're going to do, so...
That's fine. Process of elimination.
Back to the movies.
Yep.
All right, my turn. Two of these movies are actually like really, I can't say famous movies, but they are for us. You know, they're obscure movies in the horror community, but for us, we all know them. But I have never seen them. First one, it's not even a horror movie, but I thought it was Dead End Drive-In. Dead End Drive-In, fucking, you know, Australian, more of a, what the hell kind of movie would you call that? Just a weird 80s fucking cheese movie. I thought, especially by the cover, it was a horror movie, but it wasn't. But the movie was still really fucking cool if you know are down in that late 80s, straight, cheesy, the way they dress, the way they act. I don't know. Have y'all seen Dead End Drive-In? I literally
once. It was a long time ago though.
Yeah, pretty much they go to this drive-in movie and then cars get stolen off their car and they have to live there and they can't leave and it's fucking weird as fuck all over the place. Anyway, good movie. If you haven't seen Dead End Drive-In, check it out. Other one I've always wanted to watch, never been able to get it until Eric finally sent it and Grog put it on the Plex, was Microwave Massacre. I don't know, people. You know, I've heard good shit. I've heard bad shit. I ain't gonna lie. I fucking loved it. The acting was shitty. It's low budget. Fucking 80s trash. But it's fucking good. Got some good titties in it. It's got some stupid, horrible acting that's just funny to watch. Movie's good. I mean, it's not like I'm going to give it a 5. I'll give it probably like a 4 if I rated it. But I liked the fucking movie. The premise, ending was stupid. But it's a fun movie to watch. Another one I watched literally right before I got on this show was Population 436.
Never heard of that.
It's, I can't even think of the guy who stars in it. But this guy, he works for the... Census Bureau. He's noticed for the last 100 years, this one town has had the exact same population. So he travels to that town to find out why, or make sure everybody's, going by, putting their census in, making sure the population's correct. Come to find out, the town is like all crazy, and they think that there has to be 436 people. So every time a baby's born, they kill somebody in the town to keep it the same population. If somebody comes into the town, a stranger, and stays overnight, they pretty much make him stay the rest of his life, and they kill off one of their town members. It's all over the place. It's a good fucking movie, though. It has somebody in it, but I can't fucking remember who it was now. I just watched it. It actually had somebody famous in it. Actually, 2 people. They were pretty famous. But totally lost. Well, watch it. It's on Tubi. Population 436. It's got that dude from Clueless. Remember on Clueless that one dude, like Ethan or Ian or whatever, that rolling with the homies.
The black guy?
No.
Oh, the white kid. He's like Italian.
The guy who's in FBI right now.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, he's the main character in it, and it's probably about 15 years old. Guessing early 2000s. That's pretty much it for me. I didn't pick up anything. I've gotten a lot of stuff, but nothing horror related. So I'll pass on that.
Well, let me before Darren goes, I just want to tag 2 things you said. Population 436. Not only is Jeremy Sisto in it, who I think that's the name you're looking for. He's also an FBI. He was in Clueless. But believe it or not, I don't know if you would have picked him up, but so is Fred Durst.
Yes, that's who I was trying to think of. He's the main character.
Yeah, I didn't know you would recognize him outside of.
I couldn't think of the other person I was talking about, but no. When the movie was first coming on, it said Fred Durst. I'm like, oh, cool. I was like, I'll see him eventually. He's gonna be like extra.
He was fun and center.
I watched half the fucking movie, and he's the main character, but I never noticed it was him because he was dressed like a old country police officer. and he's literally, I didn't realize how small and how skinny he really is, because he's only 5'8", like a $130 in real life. He's tiny.
Absolutely.
But he was really fucking good in that movie. He's a really good actor.
And the other one I want to mention, you mentioned Microwave Massacre. Now, you did mention the titties. Now, to be fair, I'm not trying to be all. It is one of the more interesting, that chick just running around randomly, and then her breasts break open the fence. So you do have one of the better gratuitous shots from the 80s. But that movie, God, man, that movie I found a little bit tough. It was funny when he locked his wife's sister in the closet for so long. How the hell she survived, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because he wound up having a heart attack because of the microwave. But that is, I'll watch any horror movie back in the day with Massacre in the title. Sometimes it's a home run. Sometimes it's Microwave Massacre. Because I don't. You said you'd give it a 4. I think a 4 is way too generous. And Darren, what about you, my friend? What have you seen?
Let me take a rip, and then we'll get deep with this. No. All right. So
while he does that, we have 20 likes. So guess what? We have another chug, gentlemen.
So we're gonna do another chug, and then I'm gonna talk about the things that I worked on because we hit 20 likes, guys. Thank you. Remember again, every 10 likes on this stream, we do a full chug, and we also add a second spin or an additional spin.
Full chug now, really?
Well, a man-sized chug, a full chug.
That's not a full chug. That's a representative man chug.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do the spin first. We'll see who gets the spin for this. Remember, if your name is picked, acknowledge in chat. You got 2 minutes. If you don't acknowledge, then you forfeit. So let's see what we got. I love that skeleton hand.
Yeah, that's cool.
We got
Caroline Moore. She's in the chat.
No, we have It's
no, that's her. That's somebody else.
We have John Totten. John Totten. If you are in chat, let us know you're here.
All right, let's do our fucking 20 like chug.
All right.
Ready to drink.
By the way, before we do this chug, just because I saw an old friend pop in, we got PD Dubs in the chat. How about
what's
that?
What's up, PD Dubs?
Been a long time, PD. Good to see you,
PD Dubs?
Yeah.
To you, my friend.
Cheers. Cool.
All right, so I have been on I was going on weird kicks. Last couple weeks I was on a weird 90s kick, still trying to come off of that a little bit. But for some reason I've been going back and I've been picking up some nostalgic tapes from when I was a kid and things I really liked. So if you've seen any of the stuff I picked up recently, I watched Surf Ninjas. Fucking love Surf Ninjas. I mean, that movie was awesome when I was a kid. I watched 3 Ninjas, and I just picked up, I have 1 through 3 right now. I think there was a 4th one, but I can't remember the name of it, and I don't have it. And then I watched Under Siege, which was nice because Craig was talking about Steven Seagal earlier. Under Siege, I haven't seen in years. Love that movie. Also picked up a second copy of Marked for Death because my other copy was all fucked up, so I can't wait to watch that again. So I've been kind of watching, karate movies in different senses and, throughout time. With kids stuff and then some older stuff. I'm just on that kick right now, so I've been watching that. Also, I watched yesterday. I watched Species again because I love Species. I had to jerk off over that blonde, so that's what I did. And then I watched a movie that I had never seen before called Cry Wolf. And Craig had told me that I should watch it because it came out around the same time as the I Know What You Did Last Summers and the Screams, but it never really got recognition like that. So I watched it. It was okay. I can see why it didn't transcend like the other films. It just wasn't. It wasn't as good, to be honest with you, in my opinion. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun watch, but I didn't think it held the attention like the other films did.
Well, you had a whole list of great horror movies.
I know. So. And speaking of more horror things, I picked up my RG350. I've been super into the last few weeks again with retro gaming. So I have my Raspberry Pi set up downstairs, but I wanted something that I could do more mobily. Shut up. Something more. They're making fun of me and saying this video game chat. But if you guys like retro gaming, this is highly recommended. It's called RG350. And this one's loaded up. It's got 3,000 games on it, everything through. computer gaming all the way up through PS1 games. So I've been playing the shit out of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater and SNK and Capcom versus Marvel Universe, shit like that. So that's it.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Darren, for sharing that.
Well, can I say
Well,
one?
that's all I picked up.
Yeah, can I just say one thing? Darren did not give Cry Wolf. Cry Wolf deserves to be held in the same esteem as every one of those movies he mentioned, including like Urban Legend. Cry Wolf had a really cool twist. It had who was in it? Jad Paldecki was in it. Fucking Bon Jovi was in it. I'm a Jersey boy, you know I got to represent Bon Jovi. On top of that, too, you also had the guy in it from Office Space. The I need your TPS reports. I think Gary Cole. I think that's what his name is. It is. If you never saw Cry Wolf, watch it. You enjoy it as much as those other movies. What Darren didn't tell you is those other movies he didn't like either. So Cry Wolf, watch it.
I've seen Cry Wolf, but like literally when it first came out 20 fucking years ago, so
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you anything about it. I know I have it on DVD, so I guess I can pull it out and watch it. Since we're going with horror related stuff, just looking around some other stuff I picked up here lately. I got some beer salt.
Ooh.
I got some paint. Those are horror related.
Larry. You're fucked up.
I got some coasters.
Well, you
Hey,
could make some horror coasters out of
We
it.
might be horrorholics, but we also enjoy other things. This is our opportunity to show you and tell
Yep.
you.
Don't yank out your daffodils, Darren.
All right. So,
Okay, cool.
anybody got anything else to share? Or anybody in the chat, while we're talking too, y'all fucking type in some shit that y'all watched this week or some cool shit that y'all might have picked up.
I know. There's
Anybody
20
picked up
something
anything
of us.
cool?
Come on, guys. Also, if you haven't liked the stream yet and you're enjoying what we're doing, please hit the thumbs up. We need to get to 30 so we can do another free spin.
This is not naked.
Can I say this? A long-time supporter of the show, a friend of ours, and I don't give him some love. He might take off more of his clothing. I got to give a shout out. I apologize, guys, but I got to give a shout out to my boy Ray Ray. He can't hear you right now.
What's up,
but
Ray Ray?
They said, what's up, man?
Yeah, I did. Oh, shit.
What's up, Ray Ray? Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Where'd you get this from? Oh,
How
it
come-
says?
Craig, how come every time I've ever seen Ray Ray,
Dogfish head? Is that
he
the
looks like
Dogfish
he's
Head
fucking
whiskey?
totally fucking plastered?
Because he's my boy. And that's how we roll. Should
Craig,
we do a shot of sonic
Craig.
archaeology? Yes.
Craig,
Yeah.
is that the Dogfish Head whiskey?
No, is that Dogfish
Oh,
Head?
alright,
Yes,
sure.
it is. Dogfish Head.
Holy
It's
fuck!
so-
I've been wanting that. I have never tried. They just started doing. So if you guys know Dogfish Head, one of my favorite beers ever, they just started over the last few years doing a whiskey,
Should we do
and
it?
I haven't tried it yet.
Let's get some shots, man.
All right,
I
guys.
didn't
Ray
know
and
that
I will do a shot of your Dogfish Head whiskey.
All right,
That's
guys.
awesome.
It's time for another spin. Let's see what we got here. Remember, now it's going to be a little different. We're going to wait 15 seconds for a reply. If no one replies, then that name gets taken off, and then we do another spin until someone replies. So there we go.
Yep.
I don't know where I got it from.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got
Yeah.
Joseph Canonica. Joseph Canonica, you have 20 seconds to reply. If not, then we are spinning someone. We're going to spin for someone else.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It'll be more than
Yeah, we do
15
a shot.
seconds
You
because
pull up on me.
the chat's delayed.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that looks a bull show.
But,
We'll do a quick shot, buddy.
all right. So what now, Darren?
I guess we can talk about. So obviously tonight's theme, guys, is clowns. We are going to be reviewing Killer Clowns from Outer Space from 1988 here in a little bit. But we also thought before we started, doing that and everything else with the show tonight, we would go
J-Metal.
around.
That's J Metal.
Cheers.
Oh, J Metal one. J Metal's in there.
That's
Wait,
J Metal.
wait,
J Metal's Joseph.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Awesome, dude.
Wow.
You gotta stick around to the end, man. See if you win. All right. So, anyways, we were talking about there's so much cool clown shit us as horror collectors like and horror fans, and What other clowns are something that we really like besides Killer Clowns from Outer Space, right? So we're gonna go around and say some of our top 5 favorite clowns, maybe why, and so let's start. Larry, you want to start?
I'd love to start. So this list isn't just about like what your favorite clown movie is. At least not for me. The way I did this is my favorite clowns in a movie, whether they're the fucking main character or they're just a character in a movie, or if you've ever heard of the fucking movie. But I'll start off number 5, just because this clown literally has nothing to do with the fucking movie and is only in it probably about 5 times in random little sequences. It's a midget clown from fucking Extra that pops up all the fucking time, just kind of doing a little like weird dance. And have you ever seen Extra? You know what I'm talking about, Darren, the little midget clown, or Craig?
Which one?
Extra.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
That one I can't help with.
Anyways,
I know Phil is big on that. I can't help with that one.
That clown fucking is creepy as fuck. Maybe because it's a midget clown. I don't know. And it literally just sits there and like dances and does weird shit. And one point it's like a soldier. And it's weird.
Well, midgets in general are creepy as fuck.
Shut
I don't care what anyone says. All right, so I want to go next for my somewhere in my top 5.
Number 5.
I love Eli Roth's Clown. I think it was well done. I thought it was well executed. I thought it was a good premise where nobody has ever done where the mask just molds to you and is you, other than like The Mask with Jim Carrey, right? Where you almost become the mask, you become the character. So I really like that. And I also think the simplicity of it, where it was kind of dirty and like it just, as it got worse and worse and as he got more decrepit, it changed. So I really liked that a lot as a clown character.
Okay, very nice. I am going to give my number 5, and apparently Darren never saw Goosebumps when he was younger, in the Haunted Mask, but that's okay. My number 5 is going to be
whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
A non-horror movie, but a fun movie. And even though he's not credited as a writer per se, you can't tell me he didn't have an active role because it's his style. And he's in it without a beard. Yay. Vulgar. Vulgar. Right?
Kevin Smith movie, right?
Yeah, well, he's in it. I don't know if he's credited with being his movie. It is a very
Oh
unique
no,
movie.
I know who did it. I know who.
Ryan O'Haron gets the lead. Dude, it is different. If you like Kevin Smith though, as far as a weird style goes, and if you want to see what Kevin Smith looks like without a beard, he's fucking not like himself. Dude, I like Vulgar. Vulgar's a movie. I'm in. That's
if you ever watched the show Comic Book Man, the guy who directed Vulgar is in that. He's a dude with the long beard and long hair.
Oh, fucking
I forgot his name.
Brian.
Yeah. He's the director of
Brian
Vulgar.
O'Haron is the guy from Clerks.
Yeah,
right?
that's Dante.
On the actor from Dante, but the other Brian, yeah.
Yeah, Brian with the long beard. He's always hanging out at the shop.
Correct. He's the one who directed Vulgar.
I have never heard of that movie.
Not a horror movie.
You know what? I think I'm going to have to get that put on the server. Larry, you'll like it. It's really good.
You should get that because I don't think I've ever seen it, Grog.
I come with the knowledge, fellas.
Yeah.
And
appreciate
with the authority.
Grog, you want to get in on this on the clown thing or no? Okay. What else you got, Larry?
So my number 4 is not a movie, but I still count it. It's a clown and it's fucking horror and it's fucking Twisty, the clown from American Horror Story. Fucking one of the best parts American Horror Story ever put out. One of the best characters. It was so good. A couple of years later, they brought him back for another fucking goddamn season, even after he was dead. Came back to life. Then you actually got to learn his actual history. But Twisty the Clown, badass fucking clown. Darren.
I'm just going to get out of the way because you know I'm going to say it. Tim Curry's Pennywise, for obvious reasons. Leaving it there. We don't need to go into it. You all know. And that's that.
See, I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. I'm intentionally leaving off Pennywise because to me he's the OG. It's almost like the top 5 without saying Pennywise, but I can't go along with that and throw it in there. The only thing that surprises me is there's 3 people he would put ahead of him. But my
No.
number
I'm not saying this is in order in any way. I'm just saying my top 5 clowns. I wasn't going in order.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
usually when we count backwards from 5, that's what we're doing. But I'm with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, fuck them. Why did I say it then?
Look
Well,
at you
whatever,
throwing
it's
a
out of the way.
wrench in the system.
God damn.
My number 4. It's a movie. It's like an anthology type movie, but it's not really because it's all about the paid premise, and it's not so much about the clown itself. It's an average looking, like scary looking clown. But there was a scene, and I got to go all Eric here and explain longer than I should. But there was a scene with this clown that was fucking amazing. The babysitter was talking to the husband, the father on the phone, and she's like, "Yeah, everything's okay. It's a little disturbing your clown correct." She's like, "Yes, I know, I love clowns. But the one that's very freaky is the full-size one that's sitting in the rocking chair." And all of a sudden the father's like, "Get out of the house." Why? Because I don't have one like that. And then all of a sudden you see the clown turn and walk towards her. So I'm going to go with, I forget the year, but the movie is called Amusement. Just for that scene. That scene I fully enjoyed. So Amusement gets my number 4.
I haven't seen that movie, but I've seen that part, I guess, like on Facebook.
Yeah.
I didn't know what movie it was from. I've always seen Amusement, but I've never watched it. So that's
It's
what
worth a
that's.
watch.
All right, what's up, Grog?
All right, so we're talking about your favorite clowns and whatever. I do have a favorite clown actually. Although it's not actually a person with makeup on or anything like that. It's more like a puppet. It's the clown from Poltergeist.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like that too.
Creepy as
You're right.
all motherfuck.
Yep.
Actually, just watched it at work today, and I remember when that scene kind of Jesus. I think that the most creepiest part about him, the hands, the fingers. He's got like Jordan fingers.
Jordan fingers. Yeah.
I like that we've now officially
Creepy
made
as
that a
hell.
term, Jordan fingers.
Jordan fingers. Yeah. All right, number 3. My number 3 clown, I guarantee nobody else probably has, at least I wouldn't think. But it's my boy, Bill O'Burst Jr., Mr. Papa Corn from Circus of the Dead, we are actually giving the movie away today. Bill O'Burst plays a fucking amazing part. For this being an underground, B movie, independent movie, I guess you'd say, his character is not, like, he's not a superhuman. He's not fucking no demon, or he's a regular guy that's just fucking like something that could happen in real life. Kidnaps and fucking tortures and kills people. And he does an amazing job of acting. And that's all I can say. You got to watch it. Hopefully one of y'all will win it today and y'all can watch it. Darren.
That's right.
That
All
was
right.
that one.
I don't know. I know it's so typical, but Captain Spaulding, man. Love Captain Spaulding. I loved it. I've just always been a fan. I just think it was portrayed perfectly. I think it was perfect for Sid Haig. I couldn't imagine anyone else playing that role. And yeah, God rest his soul. That's right.
My number 3 is one that's going to make Darren wet. My number 3 is from a movie that's based off of a book. Are you excited yet? The book was called The Last Victim, and it was written by a PhD student who was trying to get into the psyche of serial killers. And he wound up writing John Wayne Gacy. And John Wayne Gacy wrote him back, and they established a relationship. And they made a movie off this book called Dear Mr. Gacy. I'm not going to spoil anything about it. Obviously, you all know who John Wayne Gacy is. But the book is The Last Victim by Jeffrey Moss, and the movie is called Dear Mr. Gacy. Listen, when you talk about evil clowns, I know as Pogo, he didn't actually dress up like he went to children's hospitals. He actually was portraying a positive thing. Despite what people think, he didn't dress up like a clown to kill people. But when you talk about evil clowns, Dear Mr. Gacy, that is my number 3 by far. Book is called The Last Victim. Those of you who want to read beforehand, check it out. I'm not going to spoil anything. Freaking amazing.
That's cool.
All right, well, number 2. Darren already said this one, so I won't talk about it much, but it's Eli Roth Clown.
Yeah.
I don't really know the character's name, but it's the fucking clown, Daddy. he fucking is scary as shit. And it's like, because it's like a real life. If that was to happen in real life, and a guy, he struggles so hard trying not to hurt people and not to change, and there's nothing he can do about it. And he did such a great job fucking acting. And it's just a scary ass fucking clown. A slow transformation.
The tube scenes in that movie where they're at the kids thing, some of the best clown shit I've ever seen. Awesome.
And the thing that made Clown so good, as I'm pounding gel shots, is the fact that he killed children. You know, once you see children killed and massacred, once children are killed, you're like, okay, we're in for some good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, I should have watched it. I could have made a thing of Darren.
Yep.
All right, Darren.
All right.
Two.
So my number 2 is going to be a little odd for you guys, kind of like what Craig was saying, right? My number 2 clown is Jack Attack from Demonic Toys.
Different. Nice.
Love it. I love that scene where he's pulling him in and he's like huge and gross. He's like trying to attack the girl. Awesome movie. I love Jack Attack. And I do have a last one, and then I have an honorable mention. I don't know if you guys.
Okay. Well, we go through honorable mentions in a little bit. Well, let me give my I'll give my number 2, and then Grog is going to do his next spin for everybody. But my number 2, it's more, what is it? Are there some pretty big guys we're leaving out? Yes. But my number 2 is more to open everyone up to something that's really cool. And that is the Midnight Clown. Do not listen to what I'm saying. The Midnight Clown. I'm not saying the Clown at Midnight. The Clown at Midnight was a fun movie. Totally different, though. I wouldn't put that in my top 5. The Midnight Clown is an entity that's in a series of anthologies called Territory and Territory 2. And the whole premise of the Midnight Clown is whoever runs into him, only one person survives. So in Territory 1, a whole bunch of group ran into him, knowing only one gets to live and goes away and tells the tale. Territory itself, awesome anthologies, check them out. There's some really good Western anthologies people don't talk about. For some reason, nobody talks about Territory. But the Midnight Crown is very, very well done. So check it out. Territory 1 and 2. The Midnight Clown, he's featured in both. And Grog, would you like to do a spin, my buddy?
Yeah, another spin. So let's see what we got here, guys. Another spin, another winner, if they're here. Oh, God. All right, let's see what we got here. Who we got? We got... Okay, it's Paul Lynch. Paul Lynch. I'm going to put his name in the chat.
And we also just hit 30 likes, guys. Thank you for 30 likes. Again, if we hit 10 more likes, we will do another additional spin after this one and a chug.
All right, so
we owe a chug and a spin.
So we'll do a chug and a spin. Okay, so
yeah, let me grab a beer.
Yeah, go ahead and spin if you're already on it.
Yep, gonna spin. Hold on, let me just write this name down on my list here.
You're removing the names of people as
I
go,
am.
Right? Awesome.
Not his first rodeo.
Nope. Okay.
Although maybe it is. He doesn't get on bulls.
Oh, I've seen him ride a bull before.
No, it was a calf.
It was a calf.
It was a calf, yeah.
All right, so here's our 30 like spin right here. All right, who we got? We got Nicole Castellanos. She is a regular in our chats and stuff. So yeah,
Nice.
Nicole, if you are here, let us know.
Yep. Oh yeah.
All right. So we back now for the fucking number ones.
And if you have an honorable mention, Lawrence, throw one out there.
All right. Well, let me throw in my honorable mention then before I do my number one.
Wait, we didn't even do our chug yet.
Well, fucking pick it up and chug. Stop being a bitch.
Yeah,
Pick it up
well,
and chug it, yes.
I don't know.
We have to do
Hold on,
this
you open the new. Are we gonna do a full chug? You open the new. You ready? Full chug.
I'll try to do as much as I
I
can.
ain't doing
Okay,
a full
take
chug.
it like a man, damn it.
I'll try.
Let's try.
That's all, yeah.
Okay, so Nicole did acknowledge she is here, so she is in. I will take my chug. There you go.
Awesome. Remember, guys, stick around to the end, till the very end of the show. We will announce the ultimate winner. Of the, everyone gets pulled in the end of the night spin, and then we'll announce what the autograph is. It's really cool. All of us won it, so whoever wins it, you have an awesome collectible that we would all want in our collection.
Yeah, baby.
So, my honorable mention, I have two right fast. One I'm not going to talk about, but I also did not put Tim Curry in. I did not put Pennywise in my top 5, mainly because that movie and everything, he's on a different level. So I don't even want to count him. But my honorable mention is a clown that literally has a 5-second part, but it's a scary looking motherfucker. It's the clown towards the end of the movie in Zombieland when they're in the fucking amusement park. He's got like, he's the big, huge, jacked up motherfucker. He's got like a sledgehammer. But yeah. And then for my number 1 clown, already been mentioned, but to me, he's the clown of our generation, and that's Captain Spaulding. If it wasn't for Captain Spaulding, fucking that entire Rob Zombie franchise never would have made it. He made that first movie, even though most of his parts of the movie was in a store, not even at the house or anything. He made that movie, and that the most iconic, I think, clown roles, or just in that one part at the beginning, just like when the people break in or try to rob him. Everything he does, so many iconic sayings, just little things that he says. But he made that completely. That's my number 1 clown. I'm done. Fuck.
Darren?
All right, so this is my current favorite clown. I'm not gonna say it's all time right now until other things come out, right? But the clown in Haunt, I really enjoyed. The clown actor in Haunt was creepy as fuck. I really like that. I would say that's probably one of my favorite ones over the last few years. I mean, you can talk about the Sid Haigs and you can talk about the Tim Currys, but I was trying to like think of things that are still coming out, right? Who knows what Terrifier 2 is gonna do? You know, people might be sucking that dick again. Who knows? But I don't know. Haunt. If you've seen Haunt, fantastic movie. Damien Maffei's in that. Larry's buddy. There's been a lot of cool shit in that movie, and I really think that they should do more. I think they should do more, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I did want to give an honorable mention, just because it was standing out when we were talking about Rob Zombie. The Klowns in 31 definitely deserve an honorable mention. I think they did really well, and I think it was a bloody, gory, like slasher fest, gore fest when they were in the movie. So I'm going to give them the honorable mention.
Yeah, you got Doomhead. I mean, Richard Brake. You gotta.
Yeah,
even though he says he is not a clown in the movie, you can't go wrong with that.
I actually forgot about Pancho Moller. I was thinking the other two clowns, Chainsaw.
No, not Pancho Moller. Richard Brake, Doomhead.
Or Richard Brake. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, the midget was cool.
I love Richard Brake though too, and he's fantastic. Actually, Richard Brake himself needs an honorable mention because that role he did in that movie was fantastic.
Mm.
Well,
I'm gonna go. I didn't cut you off, Dan. You finished, right, man?
Yeah, I'm done.
I didn't wanna. I have my honorable mentions, but I gotta go with my disappointing one to do, like a clown that I wanted to love, but like it just like it's like a baseball player with a wiffle bat trying to get a baseball, like it wasn't pretty. My dishonorable mention. I hate the fact I'm doing this guy because he is a horror icon in my opinion, and if you disagree with me, we could fight. But Crepitus and Bill Moseley, because that movie was a Freeman whatever. But my honorable mentions, one that I thought for sure Darren was going to mention. I bet as soon as I say it, he's like, I should have said that. How did you not say Zeppo from Are You Scared of the Dark? I thought for sure that was going to be a Darren crown. No? Not at all? That shocked me. So
no. Okay, I'll leave it at that.
No. I just should that shot. I'll give my honorable mention there, and my other honorable mention is going to go to again the great clown. So I intentionally didn't mention, okay? Because like clown Eli Roth, I agree that movie was phenomenal. That premise, it's not a costume, it's demon skin. Like I love that they killed kids. the fact that the guys who made that movie, they made a fake trailer that caught Eli Roth's attention, and he's like, okay, fellas, let's do something. That is entrepreneurship at its best. But my number one, dude, Larry, I said it before, I'm going to say it again, we're brothers from another mother, and as much as he's an icon and should be thrown in with the other ones I mentioned, I still have him at number one because House of Thousand Corpses, that opening scene might be the best fucking scene. Larry doesn't know it, but his Signed Sin Heg mask is like one of my holy fucking grails that I want to get for my collection. Okay? Like, that idea, that opening scene of House of Thousand Corpses, and I'm looking at the mask right now, you bastard. That is one of the best scenes when he's like, and fuck you. Fuck your mother. Fuck
And most of all, fuck you.
Yeah, I got like a
You guys are
16 by
right.
20 sign with that thing in there. Sid Haig, man, the myth, the legend. Listen, Pennywise was great. OG Pennywise was great.
Honestly, Craig,
But Sid
Craig,
Haig.
I had when I met Sid Haig, the autograph I had him sign, it was the picture of him pointing the gun, and it said to me, and most of all, fuck you.
Dude, true story, real quick side. Like, my very first Monster Mania, which was an awesome Monster Mania, because I met Darren, I met my boy. We didn't hang out enough that day, but that's okay. But I also, during that night, I want to say that Sunday morning of it, I actually had breakfast with Sid Haig. Now, by that, I mean he had breakfast next to me, and we talked a little bit, but to me, that counts, goddammit. Because Sid Haig, the man, he's my number one. Captain freaking Spaulding. Larry, you're brilliant.
Thank you, sir. I agree with you.
I'm going to do a respin because Paul Lynch did not reply before on that 30 chug, so I'm going to do another spin. Sorry, Paul, if you are just now coming in, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So we're going to do a respin on that guy right here. And let's see who's going to replace that. We got... Michael David Tapkin. I know he's probably in. He's probably in.
I saw him posting before.
Yep.
He was commenting on something earlier in the chat. So
cool. We're getting some people that'll all be able to come together at the end. So make sure you guys stay on till the end of the episode for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And just to throw this out there, these guys know nothing about it. The big guy might have a giveaway for you as well.
Ooh.
And in case you can't tell, by big guy I mean me, not them too.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I thought you were talking about. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking.
All right, there he is. He's in. He is in. All right, good, nice.
All right, guys. So we are on our first hour, rounding out our first hour. Larry, when do you think you want to do your giveaway? Do you want to wait a little bit, or
we'll do it right fucking now?
do it now?
That's the way I fucking roll. Let's get this shit out of the way.
That's the way you roll. I like that.
I want to sit back and drink beer and listen to y'all gorgeous motherfucking voices, y'all's gorgeous voices and beautiful faces talk while I drink. What? For the fourth and the final fucking Circus of the Dead giveaway. Here it is. Beautiful. Billow Burst, Papa Corn right here. Comes with the slip cover. Autographed by 6. Let me see if Papa Corn's on here.
He's on there.
No, he's not on here. So you don't get fucking Billy Burst autograph. But you get motherfucking Billy Pons.
There you go.
So, anyways. So for this, I'm going to make it... It's going to be completely hard as fuck for a lot of y'all. And for some, it should be easy. Because I've mentioned it in certain groups around multiple times privately.
Yeah.
And so if you paid attention and other little streams we did, you would know. If not, guess you need to follow all of us more, except for just on here.
Ooh.
So, I want to know, guess if you don't know, what the theme for our next episode is going to be.
So if you guys were up, all right, listen to this. I'll just give you a hint. If you guys were up late with me and Larry last night on my channel till about 3 a.m, Larry gave you this answer. And I know some of you are in here, and you might not even remember.
Yeah, and
He
I also
called it
said
out, like what it was.
I said it before, too, a couple days ago.
Yep. So it's been out there.
Yeah. And if you don't know, just start guessing themes for shows. Like, for example, this episode was Klowns. We've had zombies. We've had whatever. Guess some themes. Nope, it's not zombies. We've done that one before. If it's a theme that you know we've done before, or you think we've done before, we don't redo them. We try to come up with new ideas each and every time. And we'll give this 5 minutes or so while we just bullshit around. If nobody answers it, then we'll have a new question.
Shit,
Werewolf.
I think I'm on the show and I don't know the answer to it.
I can tell you if you're going to be on it. Let's see. Episode Stephen, Paul, Jordan, Darren.
Oh, never mind then. I erroneously thought I was on it. I guess not.
Serial killers, no. Ghost, no.
Well, fellas, when they're taking a guess, are there any movies coming out you're looking forward to?
I actually wanted to talk about one. It actually came out. It's on video on demand right now, but it doesn't come out physically on DVD. I think until next week, around the 21st or something.
Okay.
But it's on video on demand right now. It's called The Good Things Devils Do. It's the trailer looks fucking awesome. It's starring Bill Oberst Jr. It also who is the main character. It's got fucking Linnea Quigley. It's got Kane Hodder. Nice. It's called The Good Things Devils Do. You have to look at the trailer if you haven't seen it. I will tell you one thing. Do not go on Amazon and try to buy this movie, because I went on there and it's a pre-order on Amazon. It's like $30 fucking for a DVD. Go to Target. You can pre-order it from Target, the Blu-ray, for $12.88. So if you want to get this movie, go to Target.com and get the Blu-ray for $12. Fuck Amazon and their $30 DVDs. I was gonna buy it, but I haven't bought it yet. I'm gonna do it tomorrow if I remember. Depends on how drunk I get. But definitely go check out that trailer. It is badass looking.
What about you, Darren? Any movies coming out you're looking forward to?
I'll be honest with you, no. Nothing that is being advertised right now. Not really. I mean, there's some indie films coming out. Like I want to see Strix.
We got a winner.
What? Yeah, which one?
The one that Grog said earlier, Lamonia Demonia. Yeah, camping. She got it. She must have been on the show last night.
Nice. So nothing coming out for you, huh, Darren?
Not really. There's nothing to strike my fancy. I've been just revisiting the tapes I buy. I've been trying to see things I've never seen before, and that's what I'm most excited about, really.
And I gotta be honest, I bust Darren's chops a little bit with the VCR tape thing he does, but I think it's pretty cool because you wind up finding stuff you didn't know existed, and then you get a chance to like, oh man, that's good Valley connection. Because VHS tapes, even the fact that even better, you get some really expensive VHS tapes by accident because a lot of people just donate them without realizing what something's worth. So that's cool, Darren. I definitely think that's an awesome route to go.
I appreciate it, Nicole. Congratulations, Nicole. Make sure you get one of us. I guess if you can get her address from her, and then I'll shoot that out to you.
Yeah, I can do that
Monday morning.
But congratulations! That's an awesome giveaway. Thank you so much again to Billy Pond and the Circus of the Dead guys for hooking us up. They gave us 4 giveaways. That was the 4th one we did in the last 4 episodes, so that was really cool. We also do have a lot of independent people that are working with us now, and we're gonna have a lot of cool future episodes coming up, a lot of cool giveaways. So with independent films, and they're willing to give us their films for you guys, so it's gonna be really cool. We have a lot of things coming up, so stay tuned for sure. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, it's a good time. We're an hour in. Say please subscribe. If you haven't liked our stream yet and you like what we're doing, please give us a thumbs up. Every 10 likes we get, we do a big chug, and we will do an additional spin for the end of the episode giveaway, which is one of the coolest autographs I would say we've given away thus far.
Definitely.
So. And speaking of which, we are at the 9 o'clock mark here, Eastern time. So that means it's time for another spin. So let's see who is gonna win this one. We have Pete Williams. Pete Williams. I'm going to put the name
That's
in
Petey
chat.
Dubs.
Oh, it is.
That's Petey Dubs.
Is it definitely? Yeah, I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
That's Petey Dubs. Petey.
Oh, he's in there somewhere. He's in there. Well, we're waiting for him to apply, though. Let me throw out several things I was looking forward to, because maybe I'm going to give you some stuff you didn't know was coming. Next week, actually, a movie that's planning on opening in the theater, which I don't think it's going to happen, but it looks badass considering it's a really Hollywood-produced movie. There's a movie called Unhinged with Russell Crowe that I think looks really good. Essentially, he's a guy who gets cut off in traffic, and the woman doesn't apologize, and he winds up pretty much killing as many people as he can. So I'm looking forward to that. I just found out the other day that The Babysitter 2 is coming to Netflix, and if you saw The Babysitter 1 on Netflix, it had that same vibe as I saw that at the same time as I can't remember. Forget it. Babysitter was a lot of fun. If you didn't see it, watch it. But the fact that sequel's coming out and it's the same people, it's 2-3 years later, it's definitely worth watching. And another movie that, again, Renee Quigley, Lloyd Kaufman, Ari Raymond, The Bond 2 is coming out in 2021. And if you saw The Bond, they killed 3 kids in the opening scene. I can't wait to see what The Bond 2 does.
If I'm a first kid, I'm gonna name him Ari just to annoy the shit out of fucking Grog. And I'm gonna make him talk to him all.
And you know what's really sad? This is the last. This is the last of the Dark and Stormy. That's sad.
By the way, I didn't mention to Darren because I just had the 2 shots when Ray was here. Dude, that shit is good. You need to get that whiskey. That whiskey has got a good bite to it.
They probably are selling it in our liquor stores around here, man.
I don't know.
Other than that, I have to go down to Delaware to go to the brewery.
I gotta give my sister credit. My sister just has Ricker show up, randomly, where'd that come from? I picked it up. I was like, oh, okay, let's take a look. And then Ray, when he comes over a party, he finds some shit. He's like, let's do some shots, Greg. I'm like, okay.
All right, I'm going to do a little something right now. I got my Jack Daniels right here, and I just want to say, everyone in chat, thank you for joining us tonight. You guys are fucking great. You guys make the show possible. Seriously. So I think we should all just do I don't care about 30 or 10 likes. I just want to do a chug right now. All you guys. Fucking chug.
All right. To you Horrorholics, and if you're not friends with us or joining or on our Facebook page, this is what this is all about. The Facebook page is how you can enter a lot of these giveaways for the live show. So make sure you guys go over there, okay?
Yep.
We love you.
Skål.
Woo!
So what is next, Kimosabi? Are we going to go to chat for questions? Are we going to talk about a movie?
I think it's a good time to review the movie. It's in the middle of the episode. I think we should actually talk about this movie.
Okay.
You know?
Well, then let me just throw this tag then. Folks, we're going to talk about a great movie. Darren's going to introduce it in a second. But think about shit you want to talk to us about, because it's only 9:05, and we're not going to talk about the movie for 55 minutes. So get nice, close, and personal with the Horrorholics. So, but take it away, Darren.
All right. So the poll we put up, which is again another reason to come into our Facebook group, is because every week we put up the poll of what movie we're going to review on the show, the following show. This week's show or film that we was chosen was Killer Klowns from Outer Space from 1988. Now this was Craig's pick, so as in tradition, the person whose film won gets to introduce and start this movie. So Craig, take it away.
Oh, little old me. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, big old me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I picked Killer Klowns. I do greatly enjoy Killer Klowns. But I was so tired of my picks losing, and I was so upset Night of the Creeps never won. I'm like, I gotta pick something to win. But I did. I picked Killer Klowns from Outer Space. And Killer Klowns from Outer Space is a fun-ass movie. Is it pronounced Chioda? Chioda Brothers? The Chioda Brothers? Yep. Fuck you. Enunciation's hard.
Chioda.
Okay? So, Chioda Brothers. It is just a fun... It is one of those movies that it's not. Forget about the whole horror movie stuff because it's really there's nothing scary about it, but it's so much fun. So many kick-ass scenes. I am not going to go by a point-by-point breakdown. I will not do that to you because I don't want you jumping over a bridge. But it pays homage to a lot of existing horror movies. Like it said, like the opening scene paid homage to The Blob. I like to think it paid homage to Night of the Creeps myself, but that's okay. A different story. But the characters, the crowns, they're so well done. They're so creative. Even they all have their own personality. My favorite of them is Shorty. Knock your block off. That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie, by the way. When he hits that bike, is literally knocks his block off. Like the cocoons are fun. That's pod people. There's not much not to like about this movie. And we'll talk more about it in depth. This is just on the surface. But it is what it sounds like. Killer crowns from outer space. Crowns from outer space. And guess what? Humans taste really good. As you might expect we would. So, they decide they're going to feed off of us. And things go awry a little bit. And then it's all about sort of figuring out how to feed them. The one tidbit I'll give you about this movie before we hear about that from Barry and Darren is this. They have been working on a sequel to this movie for damn near 3 decades. And every time they're close, it gets taken away. Then there was going to be a series that gets taken away. I don't know if we need to see more of him, but I sure would love to see what it looked like in 2020.
I say leave it
And
as
I'm not
it
going
is.
to lie to you. I had to stop for a second to realize, yep, 2020. That's the year we're in. Because, I don't know, the coof got everyone upset. What about you, Barry?
All right. First off, I want to go totally off for just 1 second and say, hey, in that first fucking hour, I was sitting here fucking dying, fucking from acid reflux and heartburn.
Oh.
My back started fucking hurting, and so I walked off camera because Grog told me, fucking one time to go get some fucking goddamn baking soda.
Ah.
Of course, Grog says get baking soda. Take a little whatever teaspoon or whatever, drink it with water. I always just pour it in my fucking mouth till my mouth is full, and then chug a beer with it. And so, literally for the past 5 minutes, my microphone has been muted because I've just been belching
Burping.
fucking crazy. And now I feel fucking awesome. So,
Yeah, you feel better though,
go.
right?
Yeah, thank you, Grog.
Yeah, no problem, man.
So,
And
All
Arm
right.
and Hammer is now a sponsor of the Hall.
Arm and Hammer, hey, please send me some.
Yeah, send them some shit, Sam.
Anyways, all right, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Holy shit, iconic as fuck. This was one of the movies originally, when I was a little kid, that I had never even seen the movie, but people would fucking ask you what your favorite horror movie was, and I'd be like, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, because it looked cool, even though I'd never seen the fucking movie when I was a little kid. I'll tell you one part right now before I even talk about it. One thing that I didn't realize till today, 37 years old today, when I watched the movie before the show, I never fucking realized that the fucking old fucking man is the fucking drunk old man from Ghoulies 2.
Are you just now realizing that?
Yes.
What the?
I don't know. I
Wow.
was watching it and I'm like, God, that guy looks fucking familiar as shit. How do I know him? And
He's actually a very pronounced actor.
I know,
His name,
but I never paid attention because this part is so small and minimal. And at the beginning of the fucking, I don't know about y'all, I'm ADHD. When I watch a movie, if I watch an hour and a half movie, it takes me about 3 hours to watch it because I have to pause every fucking 10 minutes and go do something else, or I'll be playing on my fucking phone and I'll miss half of it. I never realized, and finally today I was watching it because I was half hungover because Darren kept me up till fucking 3 o'clock in the morning getting drunk last night. So I was hungover and I'm laying here watching it. Actually
That's
watching.
goddamn friend right there.
Yeah, on my anniversary.
Fuck you! You didn't have to come in.
Yeah, my anniversary, and I get to hang out with Darren till 3 o'clock in the morning. But
Hey,
fuck
at least you got lucky.
bullshit. I was so
I'm
drunk.
talking about lucky hanging out with me.
Oh, we're hanging with you. I was like, yeah. I drank so many, my dick won't go hard for another week.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Anyways, back to this Killer Clowns. Yeah, I didn't know that today, so I had to look up that old man to see who he was on Wikipedia. I'm like, what the fuck? One of my favorite movies in history, Ghoulies. I never put the 2 and 2 together. I guess because one he was drunk and the other one he was acted drunk, but but he was supposed to be sober. I don't know. Anyways, movie's fucking got him good. Fucking for them being their first actual full length feature film, fucking awesome. Too bad they never really did shit after that or tried. Besides, I guess maybe producing and stuff. I don't understand like how your first ever movie you go so far. Like everybody knows the main clowns, you know, the Fatso and Slim and Shorty and all this. But I don't know if a lot of people ever realize or actually sit down and think about that there's literally like 80 fucking different clowns in the fucking movie. And sometimes you like even today, I guess I never thought about it in my head that, you know, like, oh, because a lot of times I'll be like, oh, it's the same clown. They just changed the clothes on it because a lot of the faces are the same. But, you know, at the end, when they're in the fucking spaceship, they're all in one shot. There's literally 80 fucking clowns. How much fucking goddamn work did you do on all that makeup and clothes and everything? The acting's not fucking bad. It actually has some, you know, decent actors and actresses for being a shit fucking movie. Do y'all know Christopher Titus?
Yes, first movie.
Yeah.
First movie.
I didn't know he was in the fucking movie either till today.
Well, he just walked by a scene, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but still.
He is a comedian, but he wasn't in that.
Yeah, Titus. Yeah. This was his first ever acting credit. I tried to find him in the movie. I never saw him. So I guess that's why he was just a split second. But movie's fucking got him awesome. It's always gonna be iconic for me. It's fucking, you know, 80s fucking cheese, fucking, but it's not as cheesy as a lot of 80s movies are. Just well done. The special I guess they ain't that great, but the makeup, the practical effects are fucking awesome. Storylines, you know, all over the place. I do love certain parts, like the fucking guy knocking the biker's head off. It's fucking iconic as fuck. Yeah, the fucking the shadow puppet, fucking fucking dinosaurs, iconic as fuck. I mean, airing popcorn and guns. Even though half the cotton candy little cocoons are about the size of a fucking dog instead of a human being. And when you push them, they fucking like fly like there's nothing in them. But it's a good movie. One thing before anybody else stops, I want to know if any of y'all ever thought about why everybody's in cotton candy cocoons, and then there's a select few that are in balloon balls. You think it was maybe like because they only showed the woman that's in the balloon ball.
Maybe sometimes they're in the mood for a balloon. Maybe sometimes in the mood for cotton candy.
There's an answer to that. The balloons is how they capture them. The cocoons are what they put them in to drain them.
Yeah, but a lot of them they would just shoot and they turn into a cocoon.
The balloon might be a holding cell.
Yeah, they catch them. They catch them with the balloons, and then they turn them into the cotton candy to eat them.
Listen, they put there's some of the clowns are vegans, so they have to separate them somehow. So they put the vegan salad eating people that no calories in bodies in there for them.
I will say before Grog gets his spin, Larry's right. When you think of the names, the other ones you think of Fatso and Shorty and Jumbo, Rudy, and Slim. But there's also
Clownzilla.
Well, he's the big one at the end. He's the one I ain't like. But there's also Spiky, Bebo, Chubby, Joe, Marguerite, Tails, Storefront, Frank, Boko, Rosebud and Daisy, who are the only two female clowns, Baby, and then Clownzilla was the big one at the end. I didn't even know half those names till I prepped for the show.
I didn't
know that at all. I knew the five main ones, and then Clownzilla is the sixth. But like random, I like that, just a random Frank. But now on to the Wheel of Death.
Well, Wheel of Death, not yet. But we do have another spin coming up. So let's see who is the next victim. I mean winner. Yeah, that's it.
The next victim.
We got. Let's see. We got Stephen Dirac. Stephen
Dirac.
Stephen Dirac. Yes, Stephen.
He was in here earlier. I don't know if he's still in here, but
well, you have 20 seconds to
in the year 2000.
Claim your prize. All right, so I'm gonna now that you're doing that, I'm gonna do my review. So here's the thing. Killer Klowns, again, same as you guys. Staple in my childhood, staple in my fucking adulthood. Great fucking movie. The Chiodo brothers, Chiodo, whatever you want to fucking call it. I've always said Chiodo. Are amazing. And when you were talking about, are we ever going to see a Killer Klowns 2, or are we ever going to see a Killer Klowns 2? I have been following them recently over the last 6 months. Just check in with them, and they just bought a new office, like a new production studio. Just their name. It's like Chiodo Productions or whatever. They have another new studio. So they're pumping money into their business. So I wonder if they're either going to do some new shit, or they're going to try to bring back do the sequel. It'd be nice. Like, if they're pumping all this money into like a business, why not? But overall, Mooney's the best. I mean, how can you deny that? Fucking the one-liners in that fucking movie. The fact that there's so many hidden gems in this movie. I'll tell you guys one. There's 1,000 million continuity things in this movie, but in the beginning, when the old man's coming out with his shotgun, and he's walking out of his cabin, if you look through the doorway, you can see the AD in the doorway, because he didn't fucking move for the scene. But that was his best acting scene in that thing, so they kept it. When he's going out, he's looking for his Boo Bear, his fucking dog, you know?
You know, Darren, I've seen a movie so many fucking times, and I never noticed that. You pointed it out to me, like, last year, and I was like, holy fuck, dude, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah, so there's a lot of Easter eggs. I always like to say the Easter egg. There's a ton of Easter eggs in Killer Klowns. That's just one of them, but you can do your research on your own time or whatever, and you can see a lot of things. And over the years, that's the thing with me. I've seen it so many times, and over the years, I've looked up these little Easter eggs, and then went back and watched it again, and then you just have an appreciation for it. And this movie is probably my favorite next to It clown movie. It is. It just is. I love it. I watch it all the time. It's one of those movies you can put on no matter where you pick up in the movie. It could be in the middle of it. It could be the very end. You're gonna watch it. You're not gonna turn it off. You know.
You know, when you're
That's
talking
hard.
about the little scene, like little fuck up, little bloopers. That one that I didn't notice, but you know, I was looking up, you know, all the bloopers today. I'm not gonna go over the fucking 500 of them that they had in this movie, little fuck ups. But one that I read about before, and I saw it actually in the movie, was when the two brothers are in the ice cream truck and they're driving, and they slam on their brakes real fast. The ice cream flies out of the guy's hand out the front window and lands on and hits the front of the ice cream truck and rolls down, because they had taken the windows out so you could see them clear when they're driving down the road.
Yeah.
And so because they said originally he wasn't supposed to drop his ice cream, but it actually flew out of his hand and flew through where it should have hit the window, but it went all the way out. And you can tell he's all like.
And you know why they did it? Because there was too much glare from the lighting on the windshield back then. They didn't have like anti-glare windows like they do now, where you can just mount a GoPro or a nice camera on the hood. They had to remove the glass just so they could see him clearly in the camera, that's crazy. It's like, that's why this movie is like, it's before its time too. I really think this movie's before its time. I think it was a great representative for the late 80s, some kind of weird, like, sci-fi-esque type of movie, but yeah. Great film. What do you guys think? What does everyone in the chat rate this movie before we rate it? Curious to see what you guys would say.
What was it? I'll tell you a dumb part. I hate when movies do this. Like when the brothers blow up in the fucking goddamn ice cream truck. Oh, they jumped in a freezer. Okay. But then the ship fucking exploded. So how did them three fall to the ground in this little clown truck that was actually parked out fucking side, not even in the spaceship? It was parked outside of the amusement park. And they fell from the fucking sky after it exploded. But the vehicle didn't blow up, which was actually on the ground, not in the spaceship. And they all happened to jump in it. It's just, that was so dumb. I wish for a better ending.
The thing that saved the ending was Clownzilla. I mean, the way they pulled it off with like making something look like it's fucking like the Steak Puff Marshmallow Man, like something that large, like with camera tricks. That's the cool thing about practical, though. I don't know. It's just, this is one of the best practical movies. What would say?
10 out of 10. Last Pharaoh gave it a 9. Webholder gave it a 71. That too. DFW, 9 out of 10. Oh no, Web gave it an 8. Stars fan gave it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, go farther up. You got Phil gave it an 8. PD Dubs.
Oh, I
gave it
didn't
a
even see
9.
those.
Harry gave it an 8.5. Elizabeth gave it a 9.
Yeah.
See,
I don't think you can rate this movie low. I just don't.
I think as a horror fan, I agree with you. If you're a horror fan, especially if you respect what practical effects are and what practical effects mean and meant back then, because you got to also look back to the time in which they did, the amount of work they did. Like you mentioned, there being so many crowns, and there were, but there were only I want to say there were only 8. There were only 4 different prototypes. So every of the 4, they just found ways to make them all look different of those main 4, like colors and hairs and stuff like that. So the fact that they were able to do as much as they did with what they had is super impressive. And then the fact that they did do the creative. We mentioned the great scenes, like the John Money stuff, the ventriloquist part with him, the shadow puppets, as Larry said. I don't mind the ending and all that. I didn't love Crownzilla actually, because you would think you have Crownzilla on the side, they'd do better. But it was definitely for what it was, you can't rate it bad. It's definitely not a scary movie. There's some people that say, "Oh my God, the scariest Crown movie I saw is Killer Crown from Outer Space." I worry about those people.
It's not scary at all.
But it's not. It's not. Maybe if you're, I don't know, maybe if you're 6, 7 or so, and all of a sudden the crowns are eating people, maybe. But it is just a good old time. And me personally, I'm gonna open up a regret I had. I had the opportunity to buy a cast signed photo of that movie, and it was going to have it had all these inscriptions. There was 10 different people that quotes the inscriptions. And I just didn't have the money at the time, and 2 days later it was gone.
You know how this movie could have been. You know how this movie could have been better, and it could have went from PG to fucking rated R, just like that. No, fucking let that little girl actually walk out the door without her fucking mom grabbing her and get smashed. By a fucking giant mallet.
I can see that.
Let that little girl get fucking just flattened and die. It'd have been damn near the only real killing in the movie. Besides, whenever the guy melted in the ice cream with all the pies or whatever.
I still think that was. I think that was the most. That was the coolest death scene in that film.
No, the Tyrannosaurus, the puppet.
That was cool too, but man, I liked it. I thought that was my favorite.
And you guys are dumb. The coolest scene is when Shorty knocked the guy's block off.
Oh yeah, that's another one. I said that before too. Well, the fact that listen, John Money. Look, well, not John Money. John Money was an awful, by the way, he was an awful sex researcher back in the day. Mooney in this one, he got tortured pretty bad to be turned into a ventriloquist dummy. So that guy felt some pain. So that was a horrid, visceral,
he had Jordan Nunn fingers right up his
butt. You know what I really loved about that whole Mooney puppet scene is when he pulls his hand out of his back and he goes like that. He's just like that was just like
yeah, that was cool.
Darren's like, ooh, college. I remember that.
Oh.
All right.
Well, all right. So what do you guys rate it? What do you guys?
I'll give it. For the actual movie, it would be a 7. But then for the fucking practical effects and the fucking actual everything they do with the fucking makeup or not makeup, I guess mask, whatever the fuck it all is, everything do. The fucking animatronics, really, I guess, fucking where it moves everything. I don't really know what you call it. I guess animatronics, right? Yeah. I give it an average, probably about an 8.5 for an average of everything mixed together. Yeah. Some good acting, some great acting, and some shit acting mixed together. So you got your paid actors and you got the people that you fucking are friends with in the movie.
Larry, my brother from another mother. I agree with it. I agree the way he broke it down. The movie itself would be a little bit lower if not for the amount of work that went into that. And I don't think we mentioned it, by the way, but how the fuck you pronounce them, brothers? they also Critters. They're responsible for the crits, and also the Pee-wee's Big Adventures. You know, like, so those guys know what they're doing because of their ability, because of all that. I agree with you, Ari. I bump it up by probably purely on the movie itself. Yeah, 5.5, 6. But
What?
but follow me. But because of all the stuff that Larry said, I'm with him. I'm going to go 8.5 as well. 8.5 as well. What do you got, Darren?
I think it's a goddamn tragedy that you said this movie on itself is a 5.5, so I'm not going to agree with you on that one. But I will say...
my overall ranking was an 8.5, so what do you got, Darren?
It's a 10. This movie's a 10 for me.
Wow.
I think this is my first 10 on this series of live streams.
Wow.
Oh, maybe on the. I was thinking, because I've heard you say this is my first 10. Like,
No,
3 times.
on this channel, the Horrorholics.
He does it for a fact.
This movie is so good, and what makes it so good is all the fuck ups, and what makes it so good is the shitty acting where it needs, where you think it would be though. Where are you going to see the shitty acting? Lovers Lane, right? But then you're going to see the serious acting in the comedy. Fuck you! There's purposes for that. I think that was intentional. I think these brothers are that talented that they had this thing planned out from the start. They could have done a movie on such a low budget to have everything they've done and all the shots that they did and the way they made it happen. I'm sure there was hiccups on set like a lot of these movies. But this wasn't like a Jaws where it was 100 days over budget. This is a movie they had planned out. They only had limited budget and limited things. And I think for that, the way they pulled it off, it's a 10 out of 10 for me.
So you're giving it a 10 out of 10 because they fucked up.
I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 because I think that they learned how to use the resources effectively.
I can argue
it turned out to be a movie that everyone knows.
Yeah, that's true. Grog, you got to at least do a rating.
I'll give a rating. Killer Klowns for me. Solid 9.5.
Oh,
solid.
Damn.
I loved it ever since I saw it when I was a kid, and it's just one of those movies that when you're younger, a movie just has a certain impact that it's gonna stay with you for pretty much the rest of your life, and that's definitely one of those. Definitely a staple to my youth, along with Spaceballs and Friday the 13th and just all sorts of other fucked up movies watched. Fucking Killer Klowns, 9.5. I loved it. Just, yeah, that's all. That's all I got to say about that.
There's not much to say bad about it.
You notice when we have movies where stuff comes here from outer space, they're usually pretty fucking good. But whenever we have a movie from here that goes to outer space, it's usually pretty bad.
That's true. That is true. We should explore that theory further.
We should. Things to
with a
ponder.
future episode.
Absolutely.
Let's
All
spin.
right, your spin.
Let's
I gotta pee.
spin it. We got another spinner.
Did Darren say he had to pay?
Got to pay. I got to pay.
I believe he said he had to go pay.
He had to go pay.
I gotta pay. All right, so it's 9:30, so time for another spin. Remember, if you are in chat and your name is picked, you need to reply. I'll put your name in the chat. You have 20 seconds to reply. I know there was a delay, so I'll give you that, little advantage. But if you don't reply within 30 seconds, I'm gonna spin again. So because we're coming down to the wire, folks.
God damn.
We have John Void. All right, let's put his name in the
Void.
John Void.
Wait a second. Hold on.
You're seeing it where it hasn't spun yet, Greg.
Oh, I was confused because he was the next one over. I'm like, hold on a second. My eyes might be off a little
Don't
bit.
forget, we're really behind.
There we go. There we go. Mr. Void, come fill Darren.
Darren.
So,
that
John
was
Void,
shortest-
you have 10 more seconds to reply. If not, there is going to be another spin.
Well, the delay might be a little longer than that, no?
No, it's like 20.
Okay.
Would you say to me, Larry?
I said, you got the shortest pee in history. It's like you just literally walked through your door and pissed on the fucking floor in the hallway.
Well, my bathroom's right there. But see, when I
It
drink
takes
a
me
bad,
longer to pull my pecker out.
well, here's
Yeah,
the
right?
thing: when I drink a bad or like a Pabst or something like that, I pretty much urinate every 15 to 20 minutes, like
Okay, I'm
just
gonna
like
do another spin.
30 seconds of piss. Like, they run right through. me.
Wow, this is conversation I don't.
Okay,
wanna
John
have with
Void,
Darren.
sorry you did not reply, so we are going to be doing another spin. Sorry, bud, but
Damn.
that's the way it goes.
Yep, you guys got to be horror.
If you're not in the show, if you're not watching the show, you you forfeit. But you had your fair shot.
Again.
Who we got? We got. Oh shit! I took. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, did I already? Yeah, that's him. I thought I took him off. Oh, you know what? I didn't update it.
Oh, it's all right. Don't worry about it. If somebody if you hit somebody we already know landed on, just go again.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Or they're doubling up on that fun. So Darren, the master program director. What
All
is
right,
next?
so we're gonna respin
turn to the
that.
chat for some fun.
I can't hear you. Let's wait till this gets
But
picked.
we got Scott Williamson.
Oh, boy, my buddy Scott. I don't know if he's on. He said he was gonna be on, but I don't know.
So what you're saying is Scotty doesn't know
Scotty doesn't know.
that Fiona and me
What's his name? What's his name in here usually?
Scott Williamson.
Oh.
I haven't seen him put the comment.
Ed Ramon says Darren sits down to pee. So his time was even more impressive than he got back.
Sometimes it's less messy that way. Right? So what's up, chat? While he's figuring this out, let's do a little bit of bullshit talk. How's everyone doing? You guys enjoying the show? There's 29 of you. Make yourselves known. Leave us a like, guys. We want to do more free spins and beer chugs. So please do. I know some of you guys are new in here. Come on, let us know who you are. Let's get to know you. You know all these guys.
And if I may, unlike like Jordan, who was a little direct with the chat last week, if you got a question you want to ask all three of us the same question, it's okay. We'll answer it.
All right, Scott Williams has not replied, so let's see who our next runner-up is. We got Laura Michelle.
I haven't seen her either.
Oh, Laura Michelle. We all know who that is.
We have a room at host for TFW.
TFW is not going to happen next year. I'd cancel that.
A haunt actor is going to check you all out. Very cool.
Okay.
Paul, to be on the wheel, you would have had to have joined the giveaway in our Horrorholics Facebook group. The post was up for the last couple of days.
Oh, I'm surprised she hasn't replied. Usually she's on here.
I haven't seen her on her.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen a lot of our fellow Horrorholics
We
on here.
have to keep spinning until we see some.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do. All right, so we're going to...
You spin me right round, baby, right
All right, we're going to
round
spin
like a
again,
record.
guys.
Round,
Let's see what we got. And we're coming down to the wire. We got... Who we got? We got... Emily A. Moore. She's here.
Emily, so she's here. She's
Yeah.
right there. Emily, you ain't got to say you're here. We know you're here.
Yeah,
Literally just
you're
commented.
yeah. All right.
Got any questions?
Can I throw out my contest? I told you I have a contest. Can I throw out my contest?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, folks, this is it's a different type of contest. It's a little impromptu, and only this is for got a lot of people in the chat who maybe didn't get a chance to get into this other one, which is a major one, by the way. So next time, pay attention to our Hawks. But I happen to have a little something signed by that fits the theme. So I have an autograph from the movie It, signed by one of the cast members. No, it is not him. Don't get too excited, but it's still pretty cool.
I know who it is.
I know you do. So my question is easy, and if there's not an answer,
What
if there's
it
not
movie?
the original, the OG.
Oh, you got John Ritter?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't give that shit away. I
I'm
actually
gonna
no.
cancel. I'll buy it from you.
I happen to have this guy's autograph from the other movie he was in, Fade to Black. So I'm okay. I don't need two. But if you're interested, it's a very easy question for you. It is a horror movie. What horror movie? Well, I should say that. What movie that fits our genre for today was done and essentially is based off of the real life tales of a former vet? What horror movie that fits our genre today was done off of the tales of a real life vet? So he got.
That's actually tough, dude.
Well, I don't like just giving shit away. Goddammit, it's not that tough. But that said, chat, hit us with some questions. Let's have some fun with you. Darren, you want to know a social security number? I'll give it to you. Rary, probably the same. I'm not gonna fall for it. But what do you got?
What do I got? On what? I was daydreaming.
Well, I saw you in the chat.
I was daydreaming too.
I saw your chat. Like, I wanted if the chat has any questions for us.
Oh, okay, guys. What is a non-horror movie that freaks you out?
Good question.
A non-horror movie that freaks you out.
Well, why don't you and Darren give that one a go too? What about you, Larry? You must have one in mind.
A non-horror movie that freaks me out. Well, I don't know how to read the question, so I didn't think.
Oh, I know. I know.
I'll give you one that freaks me out because it's a movie that I fucking totally love and I've loved since I was a little kid, and it's called Kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Shh, it's me, Casper.
Boston.
Psych, so fucking bad. Like when I guess I was probably about 13 or so when I first saw that movie, and I was like, holy fuck! Like, do I want to fucking go out and fucking get beat up by skateboards and look ugly as shit and make out with ugly chicks and fuck some chick and then she has fucking AIDS and
oh hey
then,
Larry, wait, hold on, check it out.
Yes,
it looked good.
oh man, dude, that movie has so many iconic characters, iconic roles, fucking everything. It's but I'd be so scared to live in their fucking world. Luckily, their world wasn't my world where I was living at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, so two movies that stand out to me that some can argue horror. I would probably argue it horror, but it's still really not. Is two films that always scared me was Babes in Toyland with Drew Barrymore and Keanu Reeves. Always freaked me out. And also Return to Oz with Fairuza Balk when she was a kid. Like those movies, like they're totally not horror movies. They weren't intended to be, but they were so dark and like they always bothered me somehow when I was growing up.
Well, definitely fucking Return to Oz was the most craziest fucking trippy fucking weird movie ever.
Those roller fuckers with the
God, the roller
and the
guys,
masks.
Man, I was scared of them.
Yeah, there's something about those movies. Like I'm telling you, like if you liked Return to Oz and you've never seen Babes in Toyland, it came out in like the early '90s with Keanu Reeves and Drew Barrymore, and you need to watch that fucking movie. That thing is fucking freaky as hell. Weird movie.
So for me, freakiest movie that scared me, younger, non-horror related, still kind of gets to me this day, believe it or not. But I fucking love the film. I love it to death. And I'm going to say this right now. Darren's going to know exactly what I'm talking about because Netflix just came out with a mini-series of it, fucking Dark Crystal.
Oh, yep.
The fucking Skeksis always scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Like, big fucking time. Big time.
And we will say, and I know Grog will agree with me, that miniseries that Netflix did,
God.
one of the most fantastic things I've seen in years.
Let me tell you something.
Dark Crystal fan.
Let me tell you something about that whole miniseries. That was done so fucking good. But seriously, it really fucking set the tone towards the end when they're in the science lab and the one fucking thing is getting brutally fucking murdered, and all you see is that one puppet in the cage going, and you see the blood just splattering on it because you don't see what's happening. That's like fucking Jaws at the beginning of Jaws. You don't see what's happening under the water. You don't see what's happening off screen. All you know, something is being brutally murdered, and the result is just the blood just hitting that creature in the cage.
I'm happy you said that, Grog, because I forgot that there was that gory part in the thing in the whole series, and it was just that one. So think about this: it was like the red wedding in like Game of Thrones, right? It was that one fucking thing that made it darker than it should have been, and that's what they did with this series too. But the second series, I know, is they're working on it. It's gonna be awesome. So if you guys haven't seen it, you love Dark Crystal.
Oh, and I also fucking hated the goddamn Fireys in Labyrinth. Fuck a bunch of them.
Before I draw out my response, let's talk about some of the chat. Which I'll be honest, some of the ones from the chat surprised me because I love some of these movies. Like Sinister Syndrome said, Drop Dead Fred. I love Drop Dead Fred. Dog poo, messy dog poo. Someone said Jacob Serrata, but that would fit probably. Full Metal Jacket, that was intense. Manchurian Candidate, definitely. Kids is a Trip, someone said. Joker, somebody said freaked them the hell out. Someone said Labyrinth, Labyrinth to me is... Labyrinth is a 10. Labyrinth is definitely a 10 for me. My movie that bothers me the most is going to be an odd one to some of you, and I guess once I explain why, I think anyone that has that connection will agree, and people won't. But the movie that I can't watch that really like upsets, but like more than any horror movie, is it's a family movie called The Family Stone, and the mother dies in it, and my mom's deceased, and it was just like at the time I watched it, it like snuck up on you because you know it was gonna happen. Like all of a sudden they're at the next Christmas and the mother's dead. I'm like, what the fuck did you just do to me? I'd rather watch somebody killed at the end than that, like a real gore fest. That movie upset the hell out of me. If I see it on TV, I can't watch it. That or the movie based off of the song Christmas Shoes. Same idea.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
same idea because I watched my mom. Anything like that, no good for the big guy.
Can I interject for a second? Because you guys were saying the fiery, it's freaky as fuck. I'm gonna show you this ghetto ass shit.
God, not that.
Show me, Grog.
You're on.
Oh,
hold on, before Darren goes.
Yeah, you got to bring people up to speed on this, okay?
I will.
How you were gypped.
Before he goes, I must say this. Darren is getting a taste of his own medicine. This is for all those girls back in college that he overestimated size for. Continue, buddy.
All right, so you guys may have seen that through Facebook. They always do like these Chinese ads where
scam stores,
scam things where they say, "Oh, you can buy this thing for like $49 or like $40 or whatever." And it's like this awesome piece.
Just looking for Jordan's masks.
No, yeah, but don't say that. Don't say that.
So they went around. So they ran around. There's this whole thing about a fiery because you guys were just talking about Labyrinth and fiery, and I'm a huge Labyrinth fan as well. I have a lot of pieces, but I didn't have a fiery, and they were advertising this like full size like puppet that was like matted with hair and all this shit, and like it was like a legit piece, and it was $29.99. So you already know that it's gonna be fucked up. But I told these guys I would test it, see what happens. So I got that, and then it was $10 shipping, so it was $40. So I go to the mailbox on like Tuesday or something like that, and I thought it was my Horrorholics hat, which reminds me, if you guys don't have any Horrorholics gear, go to bananamanco.com, go down to collabs, and go to Horrorholics. Check out our merch. But anyways, so I got this little thing. I thought it was our hat because it came in the mailbox in like a little bag, and this is what I got for $40. It's a little like squishy, like it almost like a dog toy, right? Like
it's squishy too.
Like look at it. It's like
I didn't know it was squishy.
You can see where they poured it. See the pores on the back? They didn't even grind it off and fucking paint it. But it's still cool because you don't see anything like this. So this to me is an awesome piece to the fucking Labyrinth collection. It's so funny.
Darren, You should actually put that on eBay and fucking see if you can get like $100 for it.
I know this thing.
Then
it
you can buy
you know what?
more.
If people got ripped off, so what? At least they sent me something, and it is a fiery. So I'm excited about this. It's cool.
Yeah, it does. No, it does. It looks. Yes, it
It
does.
kind of looks like.
It looks like it. Just because you're scared of them doesn't care. It looks like one. It looks like.
It kind of looks like an old dog toy of Jeffrey from fucking Toys R Us, and they just fucking added some extra like layers to it.
No, but still, like, because it's cool because they have put out some legit labyrinth pieces, and I got the worm like last year, 2 years ago. It's about the same size, so I put this behind it. It's cool, you know. It's something else from labyrinth. They don't sell anything fiery, so to get it, I thought $40. You know,
But I agree. I agree with you, man. For the price, that's not terrible considering it's unique and as it's not out there.
Yeah.
It's not what you expected, but you knew that going in with the price, so
Of course.
you know.
Yeah, it's a Mexican bootleg, but it's a Chinese bootleg.
All right,
But
guys.
yeah, web holder, build a fiery.
Yeah, build it. All right, so we got another spin coming up, guys. So let's see who's gonna win this one. Remember, got to be in chat to acknowledge if you're picked. So here we go. Stephen Derrick.
Oh, well, he already won.
Did he what?
He's already in the finals.
Is he? I thought I took him off.
No, he already won. He won the
Oh,
last.
I thought I took him off. Apparently I did not. Oh, no, there he is. He's right there. All right. Sorry, Steven, but you are already in the running, so... Well, not running, but... There we go. All right. News fresh spin. Desiree Arvizo. Desiree.
She's a new person. She was on our stream last night, Larry. And then
Is that the one who's been shot a bunch today, Desiree?
Yeah, she was in here. I don't know if she still is, but she's a new
Yeah.
person, which is
She's
awesome.
been in the chat a lot today, Desiree.
She has 30 seconds to reply. I put it in chat.
Well, but she's
Oh, yeah,
been
she-
the chat. She's been the
She's just
chat.
in fucking.
Yeah, I'd put her in. She's been the whole
Oh yeah,
time.
she's here. She's here. She's
Oh,
on.
there we go. We got her. Desiree Arvizo. All right, you are in.
I do love the new folks. A few new of you are coming today. You know,
Yeah.
you come for the contest, stay for the content. That's what we say, right? So I'm hopefully you're enjoying yourself, and use this as an opportunity. As we said, we got a few more minutes left before the final drawing stuff. We got some time. If you got any questions for us, feel free to ask. We're open books.
Besides that, I want to say this, like always. Hopefully, you are subscribed to each one of our personal channels, but also subscribe to everyone in the group, everyone that's commenting right now in the live chat. All you have to do is hit their names. It'll bring up their profile on YouTube, and go subscribe to each one of them, and y'all subscribe to each other, and make this a fucking goddamn where we all get to know each other. We know a lot of y'all, but there's some new people we don't know. So a good way to meet each other is to subscribe to each other's channels and watch and comment on their own videos.
That's what I'm saying. The people you're talking to in the chat, that's the reason we do this, is to bring the community together. The link or the description in this is all of our channels that are involved in this show live. And then everyone in the chat get to know each other. That's the whole point of this. And then bring your asses over to the Horrorholics Facebook page and talk to us every day. Every day one of us posts something about our, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's just,
You know what? I know we did not hit the next 40 likes, but I do just want to do another chug. Honestly, for all the chatters that stayed for the whole night, seriously. I think everyone is deserving of it. Craig, what you got? What do
I got? And what we got?
Alcohol-wise, you got your...
I got Miller Lite.
There you
All right, let's go. Let's drive.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
All right. So we got a question. Miss Manson wants to know favorite horror film score.
Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. I'll go. Mine. I don't have a favorite horror film. I just pretty much love anything that fucking Albert Band does. because it all sounds the same. It's all fucking Puppet Master related. I
I'm gonna agree. I'm a big fan of Richard Band, and I
said Albert Band. Fuck, goddamn, I want Daddy.
Oh, you want Daddy? I like
no,
Richard
no.
Bands.
I meant fucking Richard Band, but I said Albert Band.
Senior. Oh.
Well, he taught these young bucks what to do.
Yeah, but everything that they've done with Full Moon, and they do all their music in house with the brothers. So good, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's always whenever I hear a sound, whenever I hear a Richard Band sound,
mm-hmm.
I know it instantly. Like I could be in another room upstairs, like washing my hands, and like a Puppet Master will come on. And I know it. You know, it's just they're so iconic. They really are.
I do agree right fast with fucking DFW, Dead Silence. Fucking that when my daughter, who's now 11 and a horror fucking buff and a horror fan by far her whole life, I guess, because she grew up here. But when she was a kid, she'd watch any horror movie, but she was scared of the Dead Silence music when we played it, and she would like start crying if we just played the music.
So it looks like what we got. Terry Shields asked, "What hooked you on horror films?" Larry, you first.
You got a score, Craig?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe no. It's almost like Grog is psychic, because I don't pay as much attention. The one that jumps out to me because it fit the movie so well, like I mean, aside from the obvious choices like Halloween and stuff like that. I would probably say Phantasm.
Yeah. Oh my God, Phantasm.
Oh yeah, that's good too. Yeah.
I go with Phantasm. It's one that jumps out to me as fitting it. But as Grog was saying, the next question from the chat, Terry Shields, guys.
Yeah, Terry Shields asked.
Hold on, right fast though. I'll tell you, the most iconic is a kid. I don't know about like kids nowadays, but when you were a little kid, you know, me being fucking 4 or 5 years old, I still knew Jaws. Jaws is fucking the most iconic fucking soundtrack or score I think there ever is in a horror movie.
Jaws and Halloween are probably neck and neck.
Oh yeah. You know what the funniest thing about Jaws is when Spielberg joined up with John Williams to do it, for Williams to do the music for the film, he's like, come up with something for, you know, and he's like, okay. Steven goes over to his house and he's like, so what do you got for the movie? He's like, well, I got this. And he goes, and Spielberg's like, ask the theme? He's like, yeah, that's the theme. And he's like, we'll do it again. He did it again. I'm like, how does that work though? And he's like, listen, and he played it again. And he said, you can make it faster, make it go slower. It's visceral. It's animalistic. It's, you know, it's something that's going to really hit home, and it fucking worked. It so fucking worked. If you go on the fucking ocean on a goddamn boat, if you feel the boat bump, you're going to instantly think that fucking music. There's something very primal about it, and it's fucking freaky.
Yeah, I agree.
Did you know, I don't know if y'all saw this when I was reading the fun facts and shit about Killer Klowns today. I forgot about this earlier. I don't remember. I think it was the score when Clownzilla was coming down. That was the theme song was actually written for a Friday the 13th movie. I think like Friday the 13th 3 or 4, and they ended up cutting it out and changing it, and so they ended up using it for the Killer Klowns part. I read that earlier in the IMDb fun facts about the movie.
Can I just to not to bypass what Terry asked, because Terry's question is a good one. Like, but a question I like because it's different and I like weird shit. It was a death to ask if you created a cocktail.
Rock no widescreen with us.
If you created a cocktail with a horror theme name, what would it be called and what would be in it? You know, we're a bunch of horrorholics, so we should all have an answer for that.
I don't know what the fuck would be in it. I don't know what would be in it, but I had one that was fucking amazing at TFW 2 years ago. It was called the Skies God. And them fucking Scars Guards, them Skies Gods were fucking amazing. They were literally like fucking 6 ounces, and we were buying them left and right for $10 a pop. I spent $100 and fucking got him 30 minutes. They were delicious, though. I don't know what was in them, but they were delicious.
No doubt, no doubt. For me, I did create a drink once. And it's not necessarily horror rated, but you know what? When I tell you this, the people that drank it, one guy slept on his bathroom floor, another guy slept on the kitchen floor. Like, I think it served its purpose. I called it the oh fuck. That's what I called it. And my reason for calling it the oh fuck was, my thought was, after you do this, like, yeah, try it. Oh, fuck. Now, some of you might want to say it's jungle juice. It's not. It's so much more eloquent. Here's what it was. It was pineapple juice. No. It was pineapple juice. It was grapefruit juice. It was Bacardi rum. It was a little Midori for flavoring. And Everclear.
Oh.
Everclear. Exactly.
But it was, but you know what I'm saying? It was mixed. You couldn't take, like, it was a lot of Everclear, but you didn't know it was in there because it actually tasted okay until you had it hit you. That's where the old fuck came from. It'd be like, oh, this is pretty. Oh fuck, what happened? Oh, I was my favorite cocktail I've ever made. You know, but if we're going horror, you can't go wrong with a good Bloody Mary.
I hate Bloody Marys.
I can't stand tomato juice.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. I fucking hate tomato juice. So Bloody Marys are out of the fucking question.
So you don't like tomato soup?
I do not like. I hate tomato soup. I hate
when
it.
You're a man like me that has GERD. I'm diagnosed with GERD and acid reflux. You can't drink tomato juice. It kills you.
Hey,
it's like
acid reflux. I've seen you like suck wings off the bone.
But they're not. That's like a
tomatoes are high in acidity. That's why.
Drink it, man.
This is why a lot of places that like pizza places, when they make their pizza sauce, they actually put sugar in the sauce because it kills off the acids. Mm-hmm.
Hey, hold on. I thought about this. Like I said, Craig, you said I've seen you suck wings off a bone, but I've seen Darren suck bones on a wing.
Hold on, that was the guy's name. That was the guy's name, Wing.
You guys are fucked up.
On a wing. He did it on a wing. He sucked a bone on a wing.
He did a lot of fucked up shit on the airplane that day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man. Anyway.
Oh, God.
What was the question we missed earlier, Grog? What was the question?
What got you into horror movies? So, let me answer that first. Not just horror movies, but books and stuff. My parents. Here's the thing. My mom hates horror movies. My father can't stand to read. But my father loves horror movies. My mom loves to read horror books. So I got from both of them, I love reading and I love horror movies. So just, yeah, that's what got me into it, like, completely. My father and I, we used to go to the video place. That literally was the name of the video place. It was fucking great. We would rent like 2 or 3 horror movies like every Saturday and just watch them and just eat junk food. And yeah, it was great. And then my mom, I mean, she had like a stack full of like novels and stuff. And, you know, when you're a younger kid, it's like, you see these books and it's like no pictures and stuff. But, you know, I admired the covers and I'd read a couple pages and stuff. But then, you know, it was interesting. Once I got to like be like about maybe 10 or 11, it became a little more interesting, and I would just actually sit and just start reading them. So yeah, books and horror movies. Both my mom and my dad, they are the ones that highly influenced me. I thank them for that. Yeah.
Barry, what about you, buddy?
I'll tell you, like my parents, neither my mom or my dad were like ever like into horror, watched horror. But when I was a little kid, you know, pretty much a baby to, you know, before school started, you know, 5 years old, I'd always stay at my grandparents' house. And my grandpa was 100% fucking, you know, country or Western movies, everything fucking John Wayne. But my grandma
Saddle up the wagon,
horror
Pilgrim.
movies. And so, and that's back in the, you know, late 80s, early 80s, mid 80s, late 80s. You record everything on VHS. Anytime a movie came on, you recorded it. So when I go to her house, there'd be 100 VHS tapes there. You watch the same thing every fucking time you go, and I'm there every day of the year. And so she had fucking Return of the Living Dead on VHS, and I literally watched it 100 fucking times by the time I was fucking 6 years old, and I loved it. That was it for me. Return of the Living Dead, even though it was on TV back in the days, titties cut out and everything. But then once you got a little older, around 6 or 7, and we would go to the local video store, which is called Video World, which is our
Video place is better.
she was Video World, and she went from Video World. She cut off the Video World, and now she is a travel agent where you can travel the world. The woman that ran it. But yeah, but no, you walk in there, and that horror section, besides the porn section in the back with the beads hanging from it, you had to go through the beads. That would always catch my
Every
eye.
porn section in those mom and pop shops had the beads.
Yeah. Always.
And now that's actually a pizza place in town. But fucking the horror section would catch your eye because the damn covers they made so fucking like eye-catching cool, especially in the 80s, the fucking graphics they did on them. That's what brought my attention, even though I didn't even really know what the difference was when I was that young from horror, not horror, comedy. You would grab shit that catches your eye. This looks cool. And that's what you went with. And that's also besides horror, mainly horror, but were, iconic fucking shit for me. Like I saw Glenn Saylor, Drop Dead Fred, shit like that came from for eye-catching covers that it made me grab them when I was fucking young.
Nice. No, let's.
All right, what
Little
you
bit.
got, Gregory?
We'll finish. Yeah, let's we'll finish off this question, and then we'll see what's what. Like to go with Larry was talking about Glenn Dahl and all that. For me, it was a mix of two things. Like my mother and my father. My father passed when I was very young, but like they didn't mind me watching like kills. They went into the nudity horror stuff, so it's like but they were pretty open as far as kills and stuff like that goes. And for me, I used to love it because like I would watch it and stuff didn't scare me, so I enjoyed watching other people get scared. And that's still to this day. Like I don't really even jump scares. And there's a scientific reason I won't get into. But even jump scares, like I don't jump. I like those like when like the jump scare happens and everyone's like, so I almost get to like see it and like look at people and I'm like, oh, they're gonna go crazy. And like I enjoy seeing that almost statistically, but it's funny to watch that. The only thing that I do wish is even though my mother and dad were open to it a little bit, I still remember to this day a random memory. I remember because I didn't see the Evil Dead movies until later on in life. I probably didn't see the Evil Dead movies until my 20s or so because I just sort of missed it. It skipped that time for me. And like I remember I was like 9 years old at a flea market with my mother. Yeah, that's about the light. And someone had all these VCR tapes. And I still remember that VCR tape with the iconic, the skull on it, the Evil Dead one. And or maybe that's Evil Dead 2. It's like, I go, I want to get this. And she looked at the skull and she's like, absolutely not. So like, who knows? My horror fandom, I could be completely different if I was exposed to horror and stuff like that. Instead of the more like, the sneaky horror. But like, I don't know, parents. Good parents that doing right by kids is what got me into horror. Because that's what it is. You can't hide that stuff from your kids. You know what they're prepared for. I think if you're trying to protect your kids from horror movies, it needs to protect them from a lot of other stuff that they don't need to be protected from. What about you, Darren?
My kids literally grew up on horror,
Yeah.
and they still are.
Yeah, and that's great. Like, you're not showing them anything that they can't handle. It's not like you're like, hey, honey, you want to watch Cannibal Holocaust? Like, you're not having that conversation with them.
The movie's not that bad.
But you would sit through that with your kids, though, is what I mean.
No, not with my with my 7-year-old. Maybe my 11-year-old.
Funny story with Cannibal Holocaust. I up until that one point, I had never seen it my entire life, and my ex-girlfriend who lived in Massachusetts used to stay there for a couple weeks at a time and stuff, and we always scheduled like what movies we're gonna watch. Most of the time they were horror, and so I got this one movie, Cannibal Holocaust. I've never seen it before. And so I say, well, let's watch it. She's like, okay. So we got like a platter of like meats and cheeses and homemade wine because that's that was our ritual. And so we had that all set up, and then, we went to go play the film, and then there we are just drinking and eating and everything. And then once we start getting the nitty gritty of the film, I'm like, I'm done. I look over at her, and she's just like, I'm like, holy fuck. You're awesome. I can't even fucking do that. I can usually eat during, those kinds of movies, but that, I couldn't. So, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Darren,
What?
how'd you get started into horror movies or horror?
My story is depressing. So I'm not gonna linger on it too long. But I will say,
Thank God.
I was
Oh, I thought I was on mute. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus. All right, so these guys know my mom, and some of you in the chat might know my mom too, but I was raised by my mom. My dad was a piece of shit. He left
Jean-Claude
real
Van
early in
Damme.
my life, and we reconnected later in life before he passed away, but still. I was raised by my mom. My mom had to fucking bust her ass, work literally three, four jobs in some tiny ass apartment for me and my brother to live, right? My brother's 2-3 years younger than me. So around that time, even growing up, I was into sports too with my friends in school and sports and stuff, but I was always the weirder one, right? I was always the one that was the weirder kid. So I gravitated towards the odder things in life, and I remember just watching, like 10 years old, like horror movies, and just falling in love with horror movies just because I was scared. It like gave me an emotion, right? So as I grew up, and my mom was working around with me and my brother, I pretty much raised my brother, and I would play stuff for him to keep him entertained because he was younger than me. So he would watch shit with me. And then just growing up, that's the way it was. And then eventually I went out, I started working around like 16, 17. I bought a TV, like, and a VCR. And then we started watching like The Howlings and, Bad Moon in the 90s and stuff like that. Like we just really started watching shit. And that's just how we were. We grew up. I mean, I feel like I raised myself, and I raised myself with what I liked. And that was horror. It just
That's
was.
not depressing, man. That's good. It's good bonding. Good bonding with the family. Good bonding with your brother. Nothing wrong with that, buddy. Nothing shameful. Like I said, I'm with you too. Like with the dad. Not that my dad wasn't gone. Like he died. So
It's just I've always just been me. It's always just been me. Like I moved out when I was 17. I had my own places, and I've never looked back. It's just always been that way. I don't know. I didn't really have like family saying like, "Oh, watch this movie." But I do remember like visiting my cousins in New Jersey when I was younger, and 1990 It was on TV, and I remember watching, like, seeing it and being like, it was the shower scene where he's in the shower scene and he moves the floor and he comes out and he's fucking with them in the shower. I remember that, and I remember being like, damn, I need to look into more of these things.
I got a question for you too. Like Grog apparently wet himself and he's creating something. Did either of you? Did your mother or father, and now in my case, mom, ever take you to see a movie and leave? Like, she ever try to get you to watch a movie, like a movie, and she's like, you know what, I gotta go, I can't handle this, we gotta go.
No, I'll tell you, my mom, I talked my mom into, when I was, I guess, probably in middle school or so, taking me to South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. And it was just me and my mom, and fucking, she didn't know what South Park was. And it's not like she was like we gotta go or weirded out. It was just like she was in total shock. She's like when fucking Adolf Hitler is sitting there with the devil flopping around dicks, dildos and shit. And
he had a pineapple in his ass or something, right?
Man, it was.
Oh, that was Will Nicky.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that part.
I said that.
That's a personal video.
Yes, Saddam Hussein was a dildo.
But yeah, no.
God, you're young. Really? Big and Long Uncut? Jesus Christ.
She was freaked out. And I was like, I thought it was fucking awesome. No, it ain't like she pulled me out. She didn't give a fuck. She sat there and watched it. She just took a lot of bathroom breaks.
You said that. You made me think of two things. One, the movie my mother got stuck sitting through, Megan, my sister, the younger sister, talked her into seeing Grandma's Boy. And so my mother sat through Grandma's Boy with my sister, which I wish I was there to watch it. I really did.
That would have been funny.
The movie my mother and made me walk out of 3 movies total. One of them was when my dad was still alive, and it didn't make sense to me, but my father and her I'm assuming it was more my father, but like he made me walk out of Fantasia.
Dude,
The movie couldn't handle Fantasia.
we walked out of Fantasia.
Oh my god, what the fuck, man?
Dude,
Well,
I was
because
gonna
it's so
say that, but I
boring.
was talking like I didn't want to say that. The only movie when I was a kid, I was probably like, I don't know, 3, and my sister was like 4, and my parents brought us to see Fantasia. And like 30 minutes into it, my dad was like so pissed. He's like, this is dumb as fuck. The kids are sleeping. You know, we're sleeping. We don't give a fuck. It's dumb. We walked out of that shit.
Dude, I
This
really,
is stupid.
me and you have some magical fucking connection. But yes, Fantasia was one of them. Another one was The Last Boy Scout, because it was, but oddly enough, still had the horror connection with Danielle Harris. But the horror movie she made me walk out of, when I was greatly enjoying it, but in this case, it was because my younger sister was there. Last Boy Scout is because it was the profanity was a little too much. But the one she made me walk out of, because my sister couldn't handle it, was People Under the Stairs.
Oh, really?
But what are the odds, Fantasia? Dude, Raro, you and I got to do some sort of genealogy.
It's actually funny you say that, because I'm pretty sure I was taken there as well and may have walked out. I'll have to ask my mom about that, because I kind of remember that. Yeah, I kind of remember that as well.
What the hell, man?
That's weird.
It's like 2 hours of boring shit.
Well, isn't this the final? Would this be the final? Isn't this for the? How does this work, Grog?
We're gonna do one more spin before the final spin.
Yeah, we're gonna do one more spin, and then we'll keep talking. Then after that, we're gonna do the final spin, the elimination to see who ultimately wins the big prize.
So this last spin, you guys, is going to be the final person to go into the end of the show for that last spin to win this amazing autograph, guys. If you've been watching us this whole time, I know we're getting drunk and we're being like, cheddar, whatever. But
chatter. Yeah, we're chatterers.
Chatter. Are we in Hellraiser? Is that what we're doing now with chatter?
We're chit-chatting. We're chit-chatting a little too much.
We're chatting a little too much. Or chatting the shit, as I like to say.
Yeah,
well, we love you guys.
And we're a little bit fucking over time by 15 minutes, but it's all good.
Well, no, we're doing it.
Kidding me.
So Glog's gonna spin the wheel after he stops yelling at himself, and then I guess at 10:30 we'll do the final spin. So after Glog does the spin now, folks, throw out a question and we'll delve into it as we've been doing for you.
Like Kylan said, my dad was in his 20s and tricked her grandma into seeing The Exorcist with him.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Keep in mind, my contest is still alive too, folks, and I'll respeak the question: what horror movie what movie that fits the vibe of what we've been talking about today came out, this decade, and is based off of the life of a veteran?
Okay, here we go. Here comes the spin. Ready?
Yep.
Can I win?
I know, I'm about to try too.
Vicky Cicolari.
I know who that is, and she's not here, so you need to...
All right, well, let's fucking put the finals on the wheel then. Fucking.
Right. No, let's do one more.
All right, one more. If this person ain't here...
Fuck it.
We do have a good question, though. It's a tough one. He says favorite director. I'm gonna change it to favorite horror director, because if it was favorite director, my answer would be different. Who's your favorite horror director?
Mine's George Romero, easily. I love zombies, and George Romero's the grandfather of fucking zombies. George Romero's the fucking man, and not just zombie movies. Hold
on, is that Mrs. Manson, by the way, Glog? Someone said she's here. Is that the person's name you said?
What?
Someone said here in the chat.
Vicky is Miss Manson.
Oh, is that okay? All right.
I thought it was somebody else. I'm sorry about that.
So she's here. We got it.
That's
good.
All right.
Good.
Yeah, she's Vicky.
I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy, but I wanted to,
Fucking George Romero, grandfather of the father of fucking zombies. That's my man, my boy. Rest in peace. That's definitely my favorite director ever, and not just he's known for for zombies, but he's done so much more shit in so many anthologies he's been in.
What about you, Darren? Favorite horror director?
It's a tough one. I mean, I think overall with the genre, I'm going to go with Carpenter. I know it's typical, but he's done so much,
Well, there definitely are two that jump up that hit. Well, I guess even three if you go with George Romero, that pop up that people want to go with. You said Carpenter, Larry said George Romero. The other one's gonna probably be Wes Craven, but I'm not gonna go with any of them. I am gonna go with somebody that should be very near and dear to Larry, considering his age. Hooper.
Oh, Toby Hooper.
Yeah. And not
he's
only
done a
was
lot.
not only Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I love Funhouse.
What about Eating Alive, dude?
Eating Alive, yeah, he's Eating Alive. It's a lot of fun. So I'm gonna go with Toby, just be for that realm. You know what I mean?
Guys.
Toby Hooper. I will say, the newest one though, the up and coming one is the guy who I want to say the last name is Asian. He was the first Conjuring. You know what I'm talking about? I forget his name. He might be the next big. He might be the guy who directed the first Saw movie. He might be the next big director. He's not in that ilk yet, but he also did Dead Silence.
I don't think Eli Roth's done yet.
No, it's not Eli Roth.
I know, but I think Eli Roth's gonna put out some bangers over the next 10 years.
Yeah.
I feel
I agree. Eli Roth is good, and Eli Roth has even done good non-horror movies. Like that movie he did with Keanu Reeves and the women was pretty intense. But I would give that guy who did Saw, what is it, John? I can't remember his name.
James Wong.
James Wong. There you go. There you go. I mean, you look at those movies. Conjuring, Saw. Freaking Dead Silence. That's a pretty stellar. That's pretty stellar opening.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
One more spin. One more finalist going on the
Guys,
final
we got 5 more. We have 5 more likes to get. If you're in here and you have not liked this, 5 more likes. We'll do another chug and an additional spin for another possible winner.
No, we're on the last spin now.
I know.
Here we go.
By the way, Toby Hoop will also poke the guys. What I'm thinking, not
I said that.
He
while
did.
ago.
Larry said
Oh,
that.
I didn't say. I'm sorry.
Daryl Spears.
Yeah. He's not here.
He's not here. Okay, Daryl Spears is out. All right.
Let's go with the names you have, Grog.
Hold on.
What's up, Philip Cooper?
All right, Daryl Spears not here. Let's spin again. Who we got? Who's the next lucky?
The lucky winner.
Glenn Griffith.
Glenn!
Boy.
Look,
Glenn,
you
you
at?
in here still?
Glenn, you better be in here. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah. We'll give him shit if he's not.
My God, Glenn, if you ain't in here, I'm gonna drive up there and whoop your ass. Come on,
Goddamn.
bro.
You'll get butt raped, dude.
But how do you? Whoa! We'll get what?
I'm gonna
All
send
butt-
Eric
all
to your
butt rape.
house.
I'm hoping you know this, Glenn Griffith, that you're threatening anal rape, but that's okay.
That's Glenny boy. There he is. He's here.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. How many people we got on the final wheel?
Let's see
5.
here. Let me take him.
There's
I'm gonna. You know what? I'm feeling lucky.
Oh, that's right. Gren is freaking sinister. I know Gren. We're talking Gren into that now, and now I know why you threatened butt rape. I got you. I'm in.
It's Sinister Syndrome.
Not the butt rape part, but the other stuff. Now it makes sense.
I would hold him and blow on his neck hair,
All
spooning him from the back.
Hold on. Webholder did say something that I don't disagree with. Jordan Peele could be on par to be another big
No,
director.
I'm never going to talk about Jordan
Hey.
Peele ever.
No.
again.
I can't lie. His
Word
movies
person,
have been.
We're not going to
fucking
talk about it tonight.
His movies,
movies were bangers.
the Twilight Zone work he's done, I give him some love. Although he's admitted though he balls a lot from Twilight Zone, especially in Us. It was pretty much mirrored a few Twilight Zone stuff, but I could see that. I could give Jordan Peele some love. I
All right.
definitely think Wong is ahead of him right now, but
right. I'm doing one more spin. If the person's here, they're here. If they're not, then that's done.
You just got
All right.
citizen
One
syndrome.
more.
What do you mean?
One more spin.
One more
Just let
fucking
him go.
spin.
Do whatever you want. It's our
One
goddamn
more
show. We can do
spin.
whatever
One more
the
spin.
fuck
Who we
fuck.
got? Who we got?
I'm just picturing some
Sigourney Thor Johnson.
Oh, Thor.
Sig,
Hey, I saw
Sig,
him. He was in here earlier. He was here
Sig,
earlier.
Sig here. Sig,
He
announce
was earlier.
yourself for this.
I ain't seen him fucking comment in the last hour.
Come on, we need 4 more likes. 4 more for another one if you want it, guys. It's up to you. We have time, but we're closing it soon. We're over time.
Come on, Thor.
Yeah, Wizard Death mentioned Knock Knock. What do you I love?
There he is. It's Mr.
Yeah.
Zoo.
It could be
Yeah, he's
Bara.
Oh, he's here. Siggy's here.
Okay. All right. So he's here. All right. So.
Kind of all
Alright, so I am now going to start adding all the finalists in, and then we'll start the sudden death.
Another
When are you
director.
gonna announce the prize?
I announce it after the winner.
Oh, okay. Shit, y'all didn't know you're gonna win till
By
you
the
win.
way, another director we overlooked that someone mentioned in the chat, I think it was Josh, was Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
You know, with obviously the Evil Deads, and then Drag Me to Hell, right?
Yep.
And then probably a few others I'm missing.
Yeah, Billy Pons.
No. I mean,
Drew Harvex.
Yeah, future. In the future, we're gonna be talking about these directors. A lot of these big directors are laying low right now, not doing shit during COVID. They might not do shit for a while. While these independent guys are still fucking putting out movies left and right during COVID.
That is completely fair. That is completely fair.
Well, this is also the part where, like I said, the big name movies they're not getting made is the main problem, because the big celebrities aren't going to go shoot during COVID.
Yep.
But the independent directors, a lot of them are free working, or they're just B celebs that are doing it for literally thousands of dollars. They're doing it still all over the fucking United States. So when this shit comes back, full-time movie theaters open, they're going to have some movies to watch. And that's when fucking bunch of these B movies have their chance to get picked up and promoted and get shit they never would have got before, because they have so many movies are going to be out then made. Especially, like, just think if you have editors. Say you're an editor, Darren, you're an editor. You're fucking some kind of fucking what do you call the guys that they'll just go work on the sound of the movie, make it better, crisper. Those guys who aren't normally say they would work on like a big time movie. Are you just gonna sit around for the next year and not do anything? Or would you take a shit job for like $10,000 just to like work one day making a B movie better when you never would have touched it before?
I did it. I did it for 3 years of my life. I worked in film as an editor and a cinematographer for a long time. No, I'm telling you guys, I did it. I did it for 3 years.
No, we saw some of your work. We
It's
saw
tough
some of your
work.
work.
There were some months I made $20,000. There were some months I didn't even bring in 100. You know, so it's a tough business, and if you want to work in that business, you're either going to produce, and most people will move from crew, and then they're going to realize it's better to just use your money and finance things and gain your own crew and be a producer and be somebody that knows this person who's working on this part of it and this person working on this part of it. So I know I'm going to invest in film again. I just don't know where. I've been trying to figure out a Horrorholics thing where we can all do a mass investment in a movie, and I think it'd be awesome if we could raise 10 grand. We can give a production company some money to do something cool. So I know, like, down the line, we're going to do some cool stuff, but that's where I'm at with it. I mean, you can make a movie as long as there's a dream and you can carry it out. Usually, it's always a restriction of what you have available. So if you can get the best people available you can in your network, things work, you know? Bam!
Let's do it, Grog.
Would you
Let's do it, Groggy.
All right, so now we are in the sudden death. These are all the finalists. So one of these people is going to be winning the autograph tonight, and it's going to be a process of elimination. The last person surviving is going to be the winner. All right, so without further ado, here we go.
Oh, this is exciting. Yeah, we got a lot more names than I thought.
Yep.
Hey, but what happens if the last person is not
Pete
present?
William. It's going to go to the second place or third place. Yeah.
Petey Dubs. Sorry,
Pete
bro.
Williams is out. We are sorry.
Petey Dubs. Love you, brother.
Petey Dubs. Let me just mark that down. All right. So we'll take his off. That was Pete Williams, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Pete Williams. All right. So next spin. We got. We got Emily Moore. So sorry, Emily.
Sorry, Em.
about that.
Thank you, Emily. You're an
Thank
awesome
you, though,
supporter.
for being
You and
on
your
here.
sister. We love you guys.
Yep.
All right, and now we got. All right. Nicole Castellanos, so sorry. Castellanos. I said it wrong. I'm sorry. All right, next. We got. Oh, that. Yeah. That's all like fucking. Oh, Michael David Tapkin. Sorry about that, dude. All right, Michael, you're out, unfortunately. Who is going to be the sole survivor? Let's see here. Whoa. Did that spin? Oh, Vicky. Sorry, Vicky. All right. We're down to a couple more people. What do we got?
God dang it, Bobby.
No, Bobby. All right. These names are getting a little weird. I don't know why they're like squishing together.
I know who most of them are.
Okay. Oh, we got that.
Of course, you're way before me.
That's Joseph Conica.
Oh,
damn.
Sorry,
dude.
Joseph.
Sorry, brother.
All right. We're down to just four
Jay
more.
Middle.
Four
That was
more
Jay
people.
Middle.
Oh, okay. All right.
I like how it's the middle finger, like pointing it out.
I know.
That's funny.
Steven Darrock. Sorry, bud.
Oh, damn,
All right.
dude.
So who's left? Who's left? Right.
We have
got
Sigurdur, Glenn,
Glenn.
and Desiree.
Okay.
All right.
And the best part is these people don't even know they've won yet.
And
which I love.
I don't know why it's fucking. Oh my god, these names are just so fucked up. Desiree. Sorry about that.
So it's between Glenn and fucking Thor?
Glenn and Thor, yeah.
It's Glenn and
Glenn
Sig,
and
dude.
Thor!
Glenn and
Glenn
Thor.
Sig, dude.
Glenn and Thor!
Yeah. Well, okay. Who the fuck is who?
Oh, hold on. Grenville.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I know who's who.
Larry.
I know who's who. I know who's
Larry,
who.
Grenville Thor sounds like a movie.
Don't
down
say
to
yet
the
because it hasn't gone out yet. I haven't seen it. It's been because we're delayed. I want to see the winner.
Thor.
I'm not gonna say anything. All right.
Glenn,
Oh, Glenn is the winner.
Glenn wins! The last
Glenn
fucking
wins.
person. Is he the last person? No, he was second to last.
Yeah.
Thor was last.
Glenn is the winner. Sinister
Weren't they the last
Syndrome?
people?
Okay, who's back?
Yeah.
Back again.
Glenn, you motherfucker. Well, you know what? I say we don't even tell Glenn what he fucking wins.
Yeah, we'll just set him. We'll just set him a dog
Let me
turd.
help you out, buddy. Glenn, it's not the anal assault they promised you, so you're already out of the game.
All right. So as soon as I know he's in chat, I just want to say, hey, yes, I do acknowledge. Just say that, dude, and then I'm gonna say what the prize is.
Yeah, Glenn. Glenn, you better say you're in here right now.
Because if you don't, Thor's gonna win, dude. Thor's gonna win. You have.
Uh-oh. We have 2 more likes to reveal the prize. 2 more likes, guys. Come on.
Oh, we're gonna reveal the prize anyway.
Co-
What the
co-
heck?
I know.
Come
but
on, Glenn. You
let's
have
get us the 40.
15 seconds to reply. 14, 13, 12, 11,
Is this gonna be an
10,
upset?
9, 8.
Oh, he's
There we
serious,
go.
serious.
He got it. He got it. Okay.
Oh!
All right. All right. So,
He was
Glenn.
building the suspense, as they say.
So, Glenn, you won the mystery prize. I did not want to say what it was or anything like that. I wanted to keep it suspense up until the very end. Being our show this week was clown themed. You have won. Forgot what it was. It was. What the fuck was it again? It was.
Signed horror.
Okay, so you won an autograph photo of Mike Martinez, aka one of the Killer Klowns from Outer Space.
Yeah.
So, if
That's a
you
pretty cool photo.
hit us up with your address, and then we'll get that shipped out to you ASAP. All right, man? So,
By
yeah,
the way,
Mike
did we
Stevenson,
say where-
Killer Klowns autograph.
Did we say where that photo was coming from, Grog?
Mintage
Yeah.
Authentics.
Yes. Our
Much
main
love,
sponsor, Minta
Our
Shop.
main loyal sponsor. So before we end the show, I am curious, since nobody in the chat got my trivia question, which upsets me, but that's okay. I am curious if either of my colleagues were familiar knew the answer. You're not eligible; it'll go into a future prize. But did either of you know the answer?
I
You have to say it again.
I don't care.
What movie that's come out in the past several years that fits our description was based off of the life of a life, essentially, of a former Army vet?
Full Metal
And
Jacket.
it's horror.
It fits our topic.
Patch Adams.
No,
Patch Adams.
no, but he dressed like a clown for the
I
kid.
thought you were talking about that kind of psyche about it.
No, it
wasn't
could be
so
cool. It
horror.
could be cool.
Okay.
Well, the one that no one got right, and this would have been the giveaway. So we'll have to go into something else in the future. And it's pretty cool because you got Pennywise up in the corner. But anyway, I will find a way to give this away soon enough. Wrinkles the Crown.
I don't know that or no, totally.
Really? You don't know Wrinkles the Crown?
I mean, I know Wrinkles the Clown, but I never.
Yeah,
saw
it was actually based off of the life of a 60-some-odd-year-old Army vet. And it was, I want to say he was down in Florida, he was doing this. Yeah.
That's cool.
Pay him a couple $100, he'll show up at the house.
I thought
All
you
right,
said
guys.
it was in a horror movie.
No, that's why I said movie that fits our theme. Our theme is
Oh,
clowns.
That's a theme, yeah.
Our theme was clowns.
All right, guys. Well, it's been a fantastic night. I think we have to call it. We're about a half an hour over our time.
Yeah. What
Well,
the
we
hell?
love you guys so much. Thank you for joining. And Glenn, congratulations on winning. Who won your prize, Larry?
I don't know, but my dick looks like Wrinkles the Clown right now.
Oh, shit.
Lemonia, Demonia. Yeah, Elizabeth won the last one. She already has it, and Elizabeth fucking hopes she watched it.
So we love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to episode 8.
Yes, thank you guys.
What are we doing next time? Remember? Next episode is camping.
Camping.
And I'll be on next episode, and so will Larry. Larry will be on next
No, I
episode.
won't be on the fucking episode.
Oh, wait. Who's on next episode?
I've been on 4 episodes in a row. I finally get a fucking break.
Oh, poor you.
Oh.
Hey, so for the next episode, episode 9 of the Horrorholics, you will get Steven, fucking aka Steven's Horror Craptacular, Paul.
Oh.
Ooh, Paulie. Hopefully he comes wearing fucking a Speedo.
Oh.
You get Jordan.
Oh.
Ooh. And you get Mr. Darren. Stephen, Paul, Jordan, Darren, episode 9, along with Grog running it as always, because he is the captain of the ship. And Darren,
Take care, horror
you're
fans,
fucking the
and
captain
keep
tonight, so
doing
go ahead and
Horrorholics.
fucking finish it up.
Yep. No, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you to our sponsors. Circus of the Dead, Billy Pond, you're awesome. Thank you so much for giving us 4 of your copies to give away for the last few episodes. Vintage Authentics, of course, every time. We love you. Great giveaway tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We didn't have any skits tonight, which is amazing because we normally have some kind of skits.
Hey, hold on.
Without them.
We also only had 3 members today. Well,
And only 3 members.
Grog. We were short a member. One, originally Steven was supposed to be on this episode. He had a family tragedy. He had to go to a funeral. And then we had somebody filling in that had something that was going to fill in for him that had something come up. So we had to fucking wing it with just
You gotta
us.
win it.
So sorry, we had no skits. and we had fucking one less fucking person, so you get to listen to us tards fucking talk fucking longer than normal.
But you know what? It was fucking
hey,
fun as hell.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
So we love you guys so much, and thank you for tuning in. If you missed parts of this episode, I urge you to go back and watch it tomorrow. And if you are not following or requesting to join the Horrorholics on Facebook, which is our main group, which is where we always talk, and which is why people were entered tonight on these giveaways, you need to go there. You need to interact every day like we always do. It's a good time. There's over 3,000 people in that group. We have a great time. So we love you. Good night. And we'll see you guys later.
Grog, roll them fucking credits.
Roll them goddamn credits.
Boom!
Sorry!